Welcome in, Renegades. Sweet. We actually have Muggsy in the house. What is up? Is your mic working?
Yeah. I think I might have to plug in. Oh,
no, you're good.
Get down here.
Well, so today, let me, while he gets everything situated here, let me just say that I lost it all. Internet computer ICP. So the reason is I counted on a bull market that was the same as every other. So I didn't make the profits. I lost all the profit I was going to make, guys. I was literally going to make over $100,000 this cycle, but now we pivot a little bit because this could be a super cycle. Now, Muggsy, I don't know if I believe in a super cycle, but with the Bitcoin ETFs, with all of the big money coming into crypto, and then with Caffeine AI doing its thing, ICP going from $3 to $10 in about a week, it seems like this is a different kind of market. And I'm a technical guy, so I follow patterns until they break, right? So just welcome in. Thank you for coming. It's been way too long. I'm sorry. Like, life has been busy. I had to miss work the other day. I was in the hospital. Just a little stressed. I guess my stress level is pretty high.
Well, I got a text on why you were in there. I understand.
Yes. So,
it's growing old, bro. I'll tell you, man. They want to do all sorts of tests on you now. And poke
yeah, they kept me in there for like 5 hours. Said nothing's wrong with me, and then we're doing good though. So I want to talk to you today. So for ICP, I think if you saw the billions of dollars in volume daily that came in for Caffeine AI, I want your opinion. I know you've been building with it. I'm waiting for the token function to get a little better so I can finish my DApp, which is going to be a full minting platform with tokens and everything. But I think this is the biggest thing that's happened to crypto, not only ICP. Why don't you tell people about what you're doing with Caffeine AI right
now? I'm not. I'm
not
doing anything with Caffeine AI, as a matter of fact.
Okay.
I'm not going to sit here and lie to you and pretend like it's an amazing product and it does everything under the sun that you wanted to do, dude. It don't. So I use a completely different product.
What do you use?
I'm building Context Protocol, which is going to be an absolute hands down wipeout of Caffeine AI. And then I'm also working with Clown Protocol now. And for the most part, I use Cursor. Cursor does everything I need to do to build things for people and be able to deliver a product to a customer, to be able to handle being a business that takes care of people and develops for people. Caffeine's wonderful for the solo user, for a small team, that kind of thing. Maybe a small team where, they use that caffeine to build their products for their little company. But bro, it's not scaling, man. It's not scaling. It's not doing anything it's supposed to do, man. I'm sorry if you want to cut me off right now and shove me off the show, bro. It's okay, man. There's a whole lot of downfalls to AI to AI coding and caffeine and context. We've been monitoring and logging everything wrong with everything. And we fixed everything.
I love it. So that's a good counterpoint to. So caffeine isn't perfect. Let me just argue that a little bit. So as caffeine rolls out, it's a product demo, right? So essentially, what it was meant to do, it wasn't made to build like big databases, and it isn't made to build and scale projects to the masses yet. What it is supposed to do right now is build a simple DApp that can be functional, and you can start a business off of that. And then in the future, as Caffeine AI becomes self-learning, then eventually you'll be able to do that. Like, you can't do token stuff, you can't do API. So I get what you're talking about. And there's actually a really good one on GitHub, GitHub's Copilot. Now, let me just say this. I've used GitHub's Copilot, which is one of the biggest forefront running apps in the world. That is helping developers. My brother, he's a senior software engineer for Microsoft. Like, he's a big, and he's the one I was telling him about caffeine. I'm like, hey, there's some limitations. I need to help figure out why caffeine isn't building what I want. So he told me, well, upload your code to GitHub, connect it to GitHub Copilot, maybe get the $10 trial version, and then put your code in there. And then it will basically rewrite the code the way it needs to be, because obviously caffeine cannot do token stuff yet. Even Dominic Williams said that.
Right.
So if you're using AI, you need to understand the fundamentals and everything that it takes to build a functioning DApp. Even my brother, he knows how to code himself, and multi-million-dollar software engineer. He uses stuff like caffeine and stuff like Copilot and like you're using your stuff to help make it better. So I think where we are at Caffeine AI right now is the ground level, right? It's blockchain technology.
The way you asked me the question opened it up for me to be like, well, I'm doing a lot bigger things than caffeine can handle right now. That's other than that, man, it is great. I built games on it. I built all sorts of stuff. I built an insurance portal for insurance companies to be able to track patients moving from their home to the ride to the doctor and back. So there's no more fraud in that. And all sorts of stuff, bro. I'm not shitting on caffeine. I'm saying it's great for these small little pocket projects like that is perfect, but when you're really trying to build something that's got to scale, we need a lot more right now, and we really do. And a lot of these projects that are in the IC are thinking big, bro, and then they're getting on caffeine and they're like, crap, man, this is gonna, I can take care of a couple people, and I still can't transfer. Well, you can transfer tokens now. You can create wallets. You can do a lot. And you mentioned about APIs. You can actually integrate API and MCP tool usage.
It's so hard though.
Yeah, you can absolutely. It is. It's pretty hard, but you can slide in agents, so you can have a chat bot program with your, so there's a lot of good and a lot of things people that, and like I said in the famous freaking caffeine video I was in, and I was like, right now it's perfect for moms and dads and grandmas to create cool stuff for small little project goers to just create cool little things to pass out. I mean, I've made 17 websites with caffeine that just all revolve around World 8. So it's like my own little marketing tool. You know what I mean? They're all just out there in the internet doing what they're doing, and bringing people back into me. And where am I going? Get down here, camera. And so yeah, dude, I'm not poo-pooing. I'm just saying
no. I love it. This is what we need in the eco. We can't just let caffeine just get a free pass.
Yeah, you can't blanket love everything, man.
You can't. So caffeine is awesome. And let me put a counterpoint to that. So I am planning on building one of the biggest projects on ICP. So it's a bowling tracker app, but it has a minting platform, and you will be able to trade your tokens directly on the D app. And it's an SNS project in the making. So yes, at first, I think it's only scalable to the small people in the small business. But so imagine a bowling tracker app. It's $8 a year on the Google Play Store. So say I charge $8 a year to people on ICP. I already have at least 20 people who will use it in my real life. That's why I built it.
Yeah.
So
stuff like that, you can create all of your own stuff around that, for your fantasy league, football, hockey, golf, whatever. You can really what you're talking about, clubs and hobbies. Awesome.
Yeah. And there's people that wanted it. So I didn't build it because I wanted it. I built it because I was like, hey, I could build an app, dude. What do you want? And they're like, dude, a bowling tracker app. And Dominic Williams liked it. He loved the idea. And then it got him talking about token integration because I was trying to integrate token. I was one of the top contenders for the caffeine AI contest, which never came to fruition. Wonder what he's doing with that. But so my D app is literally having a minting platform. So the problem that I've ran into, let me just talk about the problems and then what caffeine AI fixes real quick. And then we'll go in. I want to know about what you're building. I just want to talk about caffeine AI real quick first. So the problem that I'm having is one, finding a developer that's not flaky that I pay. So the last developer I paid like $500, he did nothing for me.
I'm down.
Pisses me off. I am the tutor. Whatever,
Yeah.
dude. I paid you. You didn't do nothing for me. Gave you my GitHub. Whatever. We're not talking about that. So we got caffeine AI coming in. Okay.
Talking about the guy with the lion logo for his Twitter profile.
And I paid him with my Renegade token. He never did nothing for us. But so it's hard to find developers that when you even pay them and they don't do anything. So you wait to pay them, is what I found out. But anyway, so I couldn't build a project because one, when I had the funds, the developer wasn't available. And when I had the developer, the funds weren't available, or the developer would just steal my money and go away.
Yeah.
So when it comes to caffeine, I want to build a viable product.
Our very first project when we jumped in the IC 2.5 years ago now, that guy's he's still got that $2,500 I sent him and never did nothing. You know what I mean? And still inboxes me like, hey, how you guys doing? You need any help? And I'm like, you still didn't do anything, bro. What do you mean help?
Yeah.
Like you didn't help in the first place, man.
Well, so it makes it hard for entrepreneurs who are trying to build something, have a community that relies on them. So I figure with Caffeine AI, I can bypass the developer for that part. And then because I'm an entrepreneur, I have business ideas. I'm the guy who brings ideas and makes them happen. Right. But I can't build this stuff myself because I can't code. So Caffeine AI bridges that gap for someone like me who has all these crazy ideas that is going to build something cool as long as I have the right tools. So when it comes to caffeine, if I can make a minting platform, so this is the problem on IC. I created a token called Renegade Token, $80,000 in volume, not no little feat. Like I'm proud of that, really proud. That's freaking awesome to me.
I got my stack still. I'm waiting for the dollar. I'm not selling till it's a dollar, bro. I promise, man.
Yes. And so the thing is, I wasn't able to build what I promised because the devs kept backing out. I had the money, we were going to get grants, whatever the reason is. People suck for some, some parts. And so I want to build something for my community. And Caffeine AI has made it to where I don't need a developer. All I need is my skill. I can spend time and energy and focus and build something that can make people happy. And then it could be one of the best projects on IC, a real world Google Play D app, a bowling tracker. Stupid, right? People use it. They need it. They love it.
If people don't realize how big the bowling world is,
it is.
Like it's massive, bro. Like, I mean, we're talking hundreds of millions of people bowl on leagues all around the world. So you're right on point, bro.
And my boss likes
it. Who cares about them? Nobody cares about them. Nobody's building cool stuff for bowling, Or
I know, no, I wouldn't even thought of that. But my coworker's like, dude, I bowl every week. I needed something to track. I was like, dude, I got you, bro. Yeah. And then I was like, well, I could make a token. And then for each game you play, I could track it by like time spent playing, like 20 minutes per bowling game. You get a certain amount of tokens.
Like then an RWA freaking bowling token, right? It would be real world asset.
Strike token.
Wow. That's kind of cool, man.
And then, then Caffeine was able to do everything. I got the wallet working, but the minting platform doesn't work because it doesn't understand tokens. There's something called NAT and then NAT64, and it doesn't know how to convert NAT to NAT64 and then to E8S. And then it's just a very complicated process that Caffeine doesn't understand yet.
Well, that's you. That's you.
It is new.
Yeah, because I built my whole video game, the zombie little hunter thing, where they follow them around. It's all like good, all that is in TypeScript and completely NAT64 in Caffeine. But I'll tell you, when we're done with this, bro, I'll pass you the little freaking snippet you need to tell it what to do, dude.
Hell yeah. And caffeine's great, and I hope it learns more.
Yeah,
But the minting platform, I've used Copilot, I've used everything, and caffeine does not understand tokens yet. It does.
not
It
very
does.
well. No, it can. Well, if you're going to use the NAT 64, I know we're going into a tech talk now, but if you're going to use the NAT 64, you're more looking for token data with the NAT, and then that's the way it prints out the readout. So that's the way the customer user, that's the way they see it, is in the NAT 64 readout.
It has to convert
Yeah,
from NAT to
yeah, it's
NAT
pulling from the
64
back
readable for
end
the customer.
file.
Yeah.
Yeah, from the candid file 64 and then into your readout. But it's not too far of a stretch, but you are right about the token recognition for actually delivering a token or
And minting.
transferring a token or
So it
minting.
was taking the ICP, not minting the token, taking the ICP and then giving the ICP back because they couldn't mint the token.
Yeah.
Right. So I have the minting platform. So if I get the minting platform, anyway, caffeine AI is going to be awesome. Like it's just about allowing entrepreneurs to build something cool like you're doing right now. So I
I'm the
want to
king
talk a
of
little.
derailing a conversation, bro. I'm so sorry, man.
You're good.
I'm like, oh, well, let's talk about this then. But yeah, no, you're totally on point though, man. It is really, and it's a good starter platform for people that want to learn like what is going on with blockchain. Like, how does this work? What is the integration?
It's
The
taught
one,
me so much about coding.
well,
Like
OGY,
NAT 64, that was the biggest thing that I found out because it was reading in NAT for ICP when it needed to be NAT 64. And then I finally got the wallet readable because I found out that error. That was huge for me, dude. You don't understand how big of an
yeah.
accomplishment that was.
Well, way back when, way back, what was it, like 4 or 5 months ago when caffeine launched after our San Francisco trip, for the hackathon.
Oh, I wish I
And
would have been there.
and then OGY
It would
put
work.
out like a challenge to create a NFT minting platform that uses their parameters. And within like 35 minutes, I had taken my meme generator and then combined it with an NFT compiler that actually built layered NFTs out of your browser, which sucks. Don't get me wrong, it's not cool because your browser memory gets way wasted trying to load in a 10,000 NFT collection. You know what I mean? But
Right.
it did work. If I did it for a 20 or 30 point collection, it worked just fine. And then so it would mint layered NFTs, or you could take a graphics creator and just like make up shapes that create something, maybe like a coupon. That was my whole idea. Like, you want to make up your own coupons for your project? Just really quick snap out like cool smiley faces or whatever shapes and stuff that you want to smash together. What Oh my god, I'm a tech guy. I can't even fucking remember the name, man. Of how I'm almost there, man. It's freaking SVG formats, right? Like small shapes that you combine to create different shapes, SVG. So I created that SVG shape generator. I created the NFT platform to launch, as well as a meme like maker with shapes to put on that and words, and then put all the OGLI standards to it. Went to you and it works. And all I did was tack Stripe to it, and then I passed a link to OGY in like 20 minutes, a half hour, and was like, there you go, guys. Like you said, you're giving out the prizes December 1st or 15th or something. So I hope I get a damn prize, man. Like, I'm the only one to create a full. Nope. My friend Will from Icy Spicy created a full-blown NFT minter. No kidding, man.
That's what I was trying to do just now on caffeine, bro. I'm not
Yeah.
gonna lie to you. I have an NFT mentor.
Yeah,
Not
Will
gonna
from
lie to you.
Icy Spicy has an amazing product, man. He is I'm not bragging, I'm not boasting. I'm just saying Will came to me a year ago and just knew nothing really. I mean, he's a farmer. He's an actual farmer, bro. And he had developed he had developed the Raven project because he's really into writing and doing journalism, right? So he wanted Raven to be like this cool blockchain news thing. And then he's like, well, I actually run a hot pepper farm. That's what he
What
does.
the heck, dude?
Yeah, it's a real hot pepper farm. A lot of people are passing him by like, what's Icy Spicy? It's a 5-acre hot pepper farm that is all done on RWA blockchain through Terry Igaroo and he totally works with Terry now. So he's
I
got
like
Terry
that guy.
Yeah, dude. Like, if you guys want to check out somebody who's got a real project that is real RWA in real world, and he already creates canisters of like pepper seasonings and stuff for habanero and scotch bonnets and stuff like that. He creates all sorts of seasonings you can buy, and he's been doing it for years. This guy is like above and beyond where all of our other RWA projects are. He's got real world product that he's putting out on a regular basis, bro. You know what I mean? It's crazy,
Yeah.
but yeah, people are just overlooking him. But man, everybody check out IC Spicy. IC Spicy. And you're gonna love what he's doing, man. Like, it's
Yeah,
crazy.
so I love the ICP community. I'm branching out. I'm gonna have a different project called Kuwai on the channel. So
Yeah.
I'm gonna do a review and I'm gonna do an interview. So you need to come to more events. I know I missed you in San Francisco, but we're gonna be at Bitcoin 2026 in Vegas.
Vegas, baby.
So I'm gonna try to get Meta to go, Passion, the whole IC crew, but then we're gonna have the CKB crew too.
Yeah.
So this is going to be if I can get everybody to come, this is going to be one of the biggest events.
I'd love to mingle with those CKB guys. I've been holding that coin for 5 years now.
So
man.
we're going to have Jordan Mack from Nervos Foundation. We're going to have Matt, hopefully there from Nervos Foundation. We're going to have Six Bigs, who's an ICP guy, CKB guy.
He's our big papa, man.
Come.
Six Bigs are big papa. All right, man. Get me like I'll just sleep on the floor, bro. We'll
Airbnb. No, bro. I'm telling all of you guys. Like, I have money now. Like, before I didn't have money, so I was kind of bumming like floor rides. But now I got money.
Yeah,
because I started.
What happened was, did you hear like the story on San Francisco? Like, not just the hackathon, but like the cool background story.
Yes. So was Six Figs there?
No.
Did you meet him?
No, I didn't see him there at all. Maybe he was downstairs while I was upstairs and he might have left early, but
I don't think he went. I think we all kind of had work obligations. We couldn't go.
It was funny, man, because like Dan McCoy showed up.
I love Dan.
Yeah, right. From Ubin, you know.
Yeah.
But also Hank came over from freaking Yeah, Hank Alicious came out, Quokka. Victor ICP came out.
I know that pissed me off so bad.
Owl was there, right?
All my people.
Yeah, Meta Owl was there. There was so many, man. Let me not forget people. Goodnight Punks was there. Man, he is such a great guy, dude.
Those guys have held me down.
Same age, bro. We're two old guys trying to freaking be like, yeah, we're doing some NFTs. But the cool thing is,
I am a boss at events, bro. Like, that's the thing. Yes, I crush events.
Victor, Hank, and Meta all got Airbnb, right?
Love Meta.
We were all trying to sort it out, like how we could all get an Airbnb.
Yeah.
And then they told me the price, and I was like, let me look around. You know where I stayed? A hostel.
This guy. I love it.
My whole San Francisco trip, flight back and forth, and staying, eating, all of that. I spent $435 for 4 days to go to San Francisco and back and do the hackathon, man. That was a good deal in my opinion, man. The airfare was the biggest fee. I paid $45-50 for the 3 days at the hostel, you know, so it was kind of crappy.
Let me bring you on. Maybe you could be an influencer and get paid to travel. That's where the money. So the last trip I took to Dallas, I didn't pay for it all. CKB paid for it all. But I've loved CKB before that. That's the cool part about being like part of a community. I love ICP. I don't need nothing from the ICP community, but if I can get paid to travel and champion for ICP with people like Muggsy, Victor, like, bro, you guys have actually been my friends more than some of my family. The people that say they love me for years. Six Figs is one of my best friends you're a really good friend of mine too. Like, I would consider you, like, I don't have a lot of people's phone numbers that have my number and like know me.
Yep.
But you're one of them.
I got you in my book. Yeah.
You know what I mean? So, and like, I'm sorry, I'm super busy and like it sounds like excuses, but essentially I'm building something cool, bro.
Yeah, we're all like, I have to keep looking at my phone right now, and I apologize. I'm like, as a matter of fact, if I was to tell you, it happens to be with Clown Protocol, because
bro, I love those guys.
I am now a member of the Clown Protocol team.
They better bring me on, dude, because Snow, like all those dudes are my home. Like those are the people that hold me down. I got your back, dude. Like I joined the Clown Protocol, even if I don't see all the value in doing it.
Yeah, right now I'm just building some Telegram bots for him and stuff like that, like so that Sergey can really focus on the actual protocol and stuff. I'm just doing some back end stuff, guys. Like anybody watching this, I'm not saying that I'm like the main developer for Clown Protocol. I'm just doing some handiwork, and they're taking care of me, man. I'm making a wage. You know, it's freaking great, bro. So you know, and that's why I'm extending my hand to you too, man. If you really need help. You know, I'm not, you know me, man. You know, if you want to tip me or something, but I'm going to make sure you get done what you got to get done, man. You know what I mean?
So I trust, so you're one of the few people, dude. I gave you access to my GitHub. Like, I don't do that. I don't trust people. People screw me over when I trust
a little bit together now, bro. Okay.
Yeah.
You know, we both been through some breakups and heartaches and freaking, you know, like, you know, we've had some love conversations between each other, you know, so trust me, I understand and I love you too, man. And I really appreciate you trusting me the way you do. You know, I hope the whole community realizes that every single one of you means something to me. And
well, do you know
one of you get that that doctor-patient privilege with me where, you know, I'm not going to talk about anything we talk about. You know, when it's private, it's private. And your project and me are just that. I used to do the same thing with MMA. I had 23 different promotions, like one a UFC, but 23 UFCs all in the same state, you know, all trying to compete with each other. And I took care of all of them and none of them could ask me one single question about the next guy. They knew damn well I wasn't telling them nothing. I'm like, I'm not telling you what their next matches are, what the next hookups are. So, but bro, I'm just throwing out my appreciation and gratitude to you, man. And thank you for your trust. And, you know, all that comes back tenfold, man. You know?
So Muggs, I don't just give trust out. That's the thing. Like, you're a solid dude. You've been grinding here with us, but like we've actually talked, we've had real world, like real life conversations. And like you're just a solid dude. You're in here just like me. You're kind of the same as me, but different. And that's the cool part is like I like to see people that my channel started out to be building a community with like-minded individuals with like-minded goals. That's it. We're in crypto, we're trying to do the same thing. We're homies. I don't trust people. People will screw it. Even my closest friends end up screwing me sometimes.
Humans are fickle, man.
So the thing is, I can read people very well. And so you're in here trying to build, you're putting your own money up. You're doing your thing here. You're going to events, making a name for yourself, letting your face be seen, letting your voice be heard. I respect that. There's nothing I respect more.
I keep getting yourself out to do what you're doing right now and to do like and I'm a great podcast engineer in the back. But when it comes to like holding a steady conversation or topic on my own, I'm too ADD for all that shit, man.
See, and that's the difference. Is in conversations, I try to take over, and it's hard for me to have conversation because I think I know everything. But in crypto, it's given me a chance to understand there's so much I don't know. There's so many things that I can learn from other people if I just listen.
Right.
If I quit talking for a second and listen. So, okay, let's get out of this conversation. I want to start talking about a little bit. Is there another bull market?
Oh, here we go. Here's something I'm been hard on lately. Like I believe. Go ahead. Why don't you give me your opinion?
No, so I gotta digest for a second before I go.
No problem. So my belief is we're looking at a January, February pump because we've been late on everything this cycle. Everything has been tagged back by about 2 to 3 months, and everything is rhyming, but like with a softer note. If you compare last cycle's cycle to this cycle, like you had those hard peaks, but this time it's just this gorgeous humpback whale, just you know, like
very good analysis.
you know, and what we got going on, in my opinion, not financial advice or you know, like we've got all these giant corps, all these big money that came into crypto, and they do what they do with their money, which is they are setting limit orders. They are selling here, buying back here, and they're keeping us all inside of this freaking pocket, dude. We're not getting out of this pocket when there is billions on billions of dollars staying inside of this pocket. We're hoping for that $140,000 Bitcoin. They're not letting it get there. It's not just a bunch of cool freaking whales that are some old Bitcoin happy guys that are just like been in the business for the whole. No, it's BlackRock, it's JP Morgan, it's all the fat cats, man. And they're stuffing our freaking faces in the snow right now and laughing at us, right in the pee spot where the dog went. You know what I mean?
I love it.
So really, guys, look, it is
know.
not about waiting for the bull run. It is about learning how to trade the pockets. If you don't learn to start trading people, you're finished. This is not a 4-year cycle no more. We are on a mega cycle. We're going to hit about a $400,000 Bitcoin without ever seeing 60 grand again in our lives, bro. We will never see 60 grand again. Now, you go ahead. BlackRock bought in at what price?
What? Yes. Dude, I haven't seen a super chat for a minute. Sorry.
BlackRock bought in at what price? 68. And if you consider the coin market cap bonus they got of being able to be an inside guy and get their freaking tokens, kind of like, here you go. Okay, let's call it 65, 64. They ain't letting that son of a bitch go below 74, bro. Maybe 72. That's about it. You're not going to go for a loss. Do you know what kind of egg on the face it would be if BlackRock took a loss on Bitcoin? Oh my God, the world would end. We're never seeing 60 grand ever again, dude. There is no bear market that's going to show. Yes, sir. The bull run is not over. The Fib says it. That's right, McFly. But yeah, bro, we are in for a mad super cycle. We're talking 8 years. You want to talk about an 8-year gang? This is the 8-year gang. We're talking about a mad bull run for the next 8 years, bro. I'm getting goosebumps from it, man. Everyone's so mistaken. All the old hype is bullshit. It's like watching freaking homeboy out of South Africa there that does that podcast and all that crap. Oh, Chang Chan, whatever, the morning podcast thing that they do. It's like some traders thing. And they're all still talking about, the bull market, blah, blah, blah. And it's like, you guys are all old news. You guys will never be able to be credible ever again because you screwed up this market on this cycle. And now you're shown to not know what you're talking about. So here we go, man. That's my opinion.
Bro, that is so contrarian to me. So, Muggs, very good point. I want to agree with you with every fiber of my being because you make sense. It makes sense, right? So, but then we have to go a little bit back to reality. So I'm an economics guy. I'm a numbers guy. So we're still, okay. So we're still in the, every 4 years, Bitcoin has a halving. Bitcoin creates a supply shock based on that halving. You can't change numbers. Okay, what you can change is volume. So you can add volume to the numbers. And I love, because I want to go where you're at. I'm so close to where you're at. But I want to add a counterpoint to this. This is what I thought last cycle, and it wrecked me. It absolutely. So the thing is, with Bitcoin becomes not only a super cycle, but you have to analyze the last cycles. So with the last cycle, we had the coronavirus, okay, which dropped Bitcoin to $3,200 in the coronavirus thing, which threw off the bull cycle by 3 months. So here's my counterpoint. We're still in the same cycle. Everything is still the same, but we are extended by 3 months because of the coronavirus. Because the coronavirus dumped crypto for 3 months before we took off, right? So now we add that same 3 months to the end of the cycle. So instead of it ending in January, we're ending in March. So what's going to happen? I don't know if this is true. This is just a theory I have because of the coronavirus. I think we're still in the same cycle because Bitcoin halving hasn't changed. Yes, there's more volume. Yes, there's more money, but can they control the Bitcoin narrative?
No.
The halving, the fundamental economic value of Bitcoin has not been changed. So super cycle, maybe. When it happens, Jeff gets all on board. But Jeff is a patterns guy. And Jeff follows the patterns until they break. So my theory is that Bitcoin is in the beginnings of a super cycle. The next bull market, I think, will be a super cycle, actually. If you want me to be honest with you, and Bitcoin might just have ups and downs and no more bear markets. But then we look at the halving. We look at the economics of half the rewards being given, half the rewards being sold. Then we look at what that does to the market over 18 months. Okay, let's say 21 months because of the weird 2020 cycle, 21 months. So I'm thinking by March, we're going to see Bitcoin at about 130, 140,000, like you were saying, and then a move back down. So that's my counterpoint to the super cycle. I think ICP is going to go up to about $21 again by March, and then have a drop down, and we're going to have our bear market like normal because there's big money in there. They can only sell so much. So the miners are so much more important than the ETFs at this point until it becomes trillions. Then the miners sell every day. So they get Bitcoin, they get a block, they sell.
Follow their,
so
remember how we used to follow the miner pattern? You know, like you kind of follow, like, oh, they're about to sell. Or do you think that that's still valid? Like, even especially at the next halving with the reduction in rewards, like it's going to get tight for them, bro.
Because then there's less Bitcoin being put out on the market. Yes, the ETFs are going to have a big effect. Now, let me talk about the ETFs for a second. You're so smart, bro. Everything that you said, and I want to believe that, but I know better. I've done this for a lot of years, and I've understood the cycles don't change like that. I know last cycle, super cycle, guys, and then it ended the same way.
Welcome to the bottom on November of 22, November of 22, 23. That's when I got back in the market. Was
I called that 18 months. I told everybody because it was the same thing every time. Now it's about 21 months. So we're going to see it happen between February and March, and then we're going to see Bitcoin. So here's my counterpoint to you. Bitcoin will see $60,000 again, Muggsy. Like,
okay.
It will. On everything that I am as a person, everything, it went to 15,000 last cycle. We went to 70, back down to 60. That is a 70% reduction. So if we say 130, a 70% reduction, we're looking about $50,000-$60,000.
I don't see that much of a sell-off. And the regular plebs are going to be too scared. All of us regular Joes, they're not going to see the dip happen fast enough. And BlackRock's and JP and all the rest of them are going to stop it. They're going to stop.
They're going to sell it all the way down. So let me add it. So you're so smart, and you're touching on things that are very pivotal. But when it comes to the big money, they short it too.
Again, what I said before, what happens, egg on face, if BlackRock and the other guys, all the ETF guys, that goes below their buy-in price? Guess what they got to do? They got to make right with all of their investors, bro.
They short it.
You know what I mean?
They short it.
That's manipulative.
So what they do is they put a short in, let it ride down, and then they appease their investors after. So it's all about BlackRock making money and then the investors. If you understand, they're going to short it to the ground, so they understand the cycles better than you and I. And they want us to think it's a super cycle, so we don't short it to the ground with them. It happens the same. So
same thing in stocks.
Yes, it could change.
No, they do the same thing
in
stocks. Wrong. I see where you're coming from. And I'm not all fucking knowing and wise. I just have my algorithm that I look at. You know what I mean? And I like people
And I
like
love
you
it.
in Six Figs. I love how you guys look at like numbers and the charts, and you're great TI guys. And I'm more of like, what's the feeling in the universe kind of guy. What's the feeling amongst the corporate
I love
industries, and what are they whispering about? And just like when we look at ICP, right? All of us, there's a lot of us that are freedom fighters, bro. You know what I mean? A lot of us in blockchain are freedom fighters. But if you're in ICP, like you're in direct connection with the World Economic Forum. Like we're in direct connection with the Swiss banks. We're in direct connection with all of the new world order, and I'm using that word, the new world order people. And ICP is part of that new system. Don't shake a stick at it. This is where they're going. They may not look at it right now. It may not look like it right now, like we're just a bunch of goofballs making funny websites and crap like that on a blockchain and different projects. But we are where they are going to divert the new internet, and they will slowly let the old internet just cascade and go down. So these whisperings, simple, just post. You see a post about something, but you see a keyword in there, bro. The keywords are what counts, man. It's like small words they use, like, I'm going to Davos to talk with so and so. What? Like that is not just a freaking small little post with 200 likes. That's like epic news. And then with Bitcoin, bro, and Bitcoin, and especially Ethereum, okay? And I might even touch on some XRP in this conversation, because
it. Bro, those are so in the next market, I'm loading my
I got
ICP
a buddy
bag
right now
10%. I'm loading XRP, Solana, Bitcoin, Ethereum. I'm not playing like I loved the ICP, but it didn't make me what I
it
was. I was
is,
supposed to be rich right now,
but
but we're
you
not
know
gonna
what
talk.
ICP has taught me beyond like blockchain development was that it's okay to keep investing in a token that's moving up and down by $3-4. You know what I mean? Like I still see that
Yeah,
$20,
I love
but
ICP.
before, bro, like I was a CKB guy, 3 cents a token. I was an ADA guy,
I
two
love
cents a
it.
token, because I wasn't
Oh,
buying
bro,
anything that
me
I
too.
couldn't get at 100,000
Gosh,
count.
I would have been
Like
a
my goal
millionaire.
was
Holy
always
shit.
every token I bought that I believed in, I wanted to be able to get 100,000 or more of them. And so I took what money I had and said, okay, what tokens are coming up that I know I can buy at least 100,000 of them? And ADA went to $3 last cycle. So what did I do during 25?
So I
Go for
want
it,
to tell
please,
you which
please.
ones. So XLM. So wait, no, so if you guys want to make money with me, these are the tokens I'm buying next bull market. XLM, Stellar Lumens. If you're not buying Stellar Lumens, you don't know crypto. If you're not buying XRP at $1.50, which is going to go to $1.20, XRP at $1.20, Ethereum at $1,500,
Did you
Bitcoin
just
at
say a
65,000.
$1,500 Ethereum is coming back? Okay.
Yeah,
I was
I
going to talk
guarantee
about
it.
Ethereum right now, why
Guarantee
I
it.
don't think that's ever going to happen.
So $1,500 Ethereum is so we sat right now in the bull market. We're at 2,800. 70% retrace 1700. It's gonna happen, dude.
Right.
I'm a technical guy. So I'm buying Ethereum, I'm buying Solana at $80. Solana is gonna go to $80, and then it's gonna go back to 250. XLM is gonna go to about 8 cents. It's or maybe 11,
Wow,
probably
man.
11 cents. I'm telling you, I went against my better judgment for ICP because they were paying me all sorts of money to talk about it. And I love ICP. No, I love it. I don't care. You can't pay me enough. I love ICP. ICP is my crypto caffeine. I believe in this crypto. But am I going to put all
I
my
said
money into it ever
that
again? No.
ICP web
I was an idiot
ICP web's
for doing that.
comment down there, bro. That's exactly what I'm talking about. Backroom deals, man. Well, it's up on
Where
my
is it?
screen. It says when JPM buys 500 Bitcoin, it'll never move the market. They use backroom deals,
Oh,
not Coinbase. And it's like, yeah, man, that's exactly how BlackRock got in too. Was backroom deals and paper trading, and hey, go ahead, give it over, and then we'll pay you in a little bit. Maybe it'll go down again a little bit. We're not quite sure, so we want a margin, like
But so
Yeah.
all crypto
It's
does
not
that.
fair.
So that's so we need to understand their movement. So Muggsy, you're one of the smartest people I know in crypto. So it's not about just building stuff. So we want to build stuff for fun. I want to build stuff on ICP because it's the best platform. But I came into crypto to make money. Everyone at my job, dude, I was killing it futures trading. I made like 10
Yeah.
grand futures trading. I killed it.
How much did you start
I
with?
killed it. And I was buying shoes. I was taking my coworkers out to lunch, and they're like, "Crypto, what the hell is this shit? This dude is just making so much money." I had girls
Right?
that I liked want
What do you
me.
mean, what's
It
crypto?
was
Just eat your
crazy,
freaking
bro.
sandwich. That's what crypto is. You know what I mean?
And it was. I was just eating my sandwich, and everybody loved me. And I'm like, dude, I'm just doing my thing. I'm making hella money. But it's a thing where you need to become the leader. And so ICP is the leader in so many things. So there's a reason I make ICP content. I don't make shit off ICP money wise anymore. Yeah, I might make $500 here and there, but there's other crypto companies wanting to pay me a lot of money to work for them. No, I'm not, bro. I go to these crypto conferences. They're trying to pay me right now, and I'm gonna make some content for some stuff. But ICP ain't paying me shit right now. I love this blockchain. My best friends I've ever met in my life. Six Figs, that's my best friend in the world, dude. That's my homie. Like that guy has my back. You, like Meta, Passion. Some of you guys that I've met in real life, this is why I got in crypto. Yes, I want to make a lot of fucking money, and I'm good at it. But you guys are my fucking people. And that's the thing is I met my people. And when I went to these events, I'm that guy. I'm talking to the richest motherfucker in the place because I have a VIP ticket somehow. I don't know how I fucking have that shit, but I'm talking to this multi-billion-dollar motherfucker over here, and he's paying attention to CKB or ICP or whatever I want him to pay attention to. What do I have to offer him? A little 5,000 channel YouTube?
And I know, no, don't belittle yourself like that, bro. Okay, because 5,000 followers on a crypto channel that is just talking about ICP is a lot. Okay, like you got to look around at our other influencers. Like the best you get's like 15K. You know, Jerry was like
well, crypto zero to hero. I love IC
Zero to
Zombie,
Hero's
dude. That dude
cool,
is
man.
dope.
He don't like to mingle with anybody, but he's cool, man.
No, and so I'm a people person. I love people. When I meet them, bro, I've met so many people in person, and my internet personality isn't as good as me in person. Like I'm an actual good dude. Like people that in my life love me because I'm a good person. Like my bosses love me. The people at my work love me because I'm me.
I'll back you up on
I'm
that,
not
man.
fake.
After your car wreck, you know, I saw the real you. Like, you know, when we can lean on each other, and you're fretting or I'm fretting, and I'm not able to, you know, like some of us, man, we aren't freaking wealthy in this. You know, you mentioned earlier, I put in my own money on Zombie. You know, like that was me and my buddy Sharky. We developed that project completely self-funded, no SNS. We didn't even raid the coin itself to do development. That comes from, that's your guys's coin. That's not my coin. Yeah, so we take from our own pockets and say, hey, we can pay for this and we can pay for this. But yeah, man, like a lot of us don't have a lot of back money that is sitting in our pockets. You know, look at actually my chair, even though it's beat up, guys, I'm not getting rid of it. I've had it for like 15 years, and it is the most comfortable now. It's like perfect, and it's my office chair. I'm sitting in my office right now. I'm coding over here. I'm taking care of field in here, and I'm talking to you. You know what I mean? So, but, it's great, bro. But you are a genuine person, and that is what matters. You don't.
That's what sold everything in my life.
You don't have and please, I don't either. You don't have a killer backdrop. You don't have all the shebang and whistles, and you're not just hyping. You're talking about real stuff and real positions in the world that are going to affect us. And that is why people genuinely love watching you, because they know they're getting really solid material for the content and stuff they can really think about, instead of just, okay, this coin's going up and down, and then, oh, all right, you know, it's just another Yeah, just TA
I can do
is
that.
great. I love TA, but you got to mix it in with logic too, logic of what's going on in the world to cause this TA to happen like that. Sorry, rant.
Bro, Muggsy, you're too wise for this world. So you're like my dream, like, follower is just
Yeah.
someone who understands what I'm trying to speak here, because it's all about. So I didn't realize it at first. I thought it was about just being part of the community and being like a champion for crypto, but it's about knowing the people you're in the community with, being in the trenches with Muggsy, being at these events. Okay, there's only 500 of us. It's me and Muggsy here today. We're holding it down for the whole
I'd love
fucking
to come to
community
Vegas,
today.
dude. Like
It's
San
me and
Fran
you.
was one thing, but Vegas, I love Vegas. I've never been to San Fran. I've been to Vegas, and I know Vegas, man. And I know how to weasel my
Right.
way into things. You know what I mean? Like I'm that guy that'll walk up and start chit chatting, and like you said, end up with a VIP pass. They're like, "Oh my god, dude, you're freaking awesome! Go up there and talk, or go over there and talk to that guy, man. Can we get you like Caffeine did? Can we do an interview?" I was the first one done. The first one at the Caffeine Hackathon. I had already made my prompt. I copy pasted, put it in, and was like, it works. It took me like 25 minutes, and everybody else was like the whole 3 hours, And I was just walking around talking with people, just having a good time. And it was great, man. I would love to come to
Love it.
Vegas with you guys, man. I'm going to be honest, and this is disclosure for the rest of the world. Nothing's happening with World 8 as far as detrimental or anything. I'm going through divorce. I'm a single dad now with taking care of the kids, that
Sorry,
kind of
bro.
thing. So, yeah.
I've been going through
So,
some shit
it's going to
too, so
be
I get
like,
it.
all right, so that's Vegas, February, right? End of February or beginning of March? Oh, wow.
April
Same as
27th
last
through
year. You wanted
29th.
me to throw down on when you guys went last year, and I'm sorry, I missed it by a week.
We're going. So, bro, I don't care if you can't pay. I don't give a fuck. You're coming. So just get
I
your
gotta get a
fucking
babysitter.
plane ticket. I'm
I gotta-
serious. Because I'm getting
How many
paid to
kids?
go, most likely. I don't know if I am, but most likely I'm getting paid for everything. If you want to
All
come,
right, I'll
dude,
hold you to that, bro.
come hang out at our
I can
Airbnb.
get you
It's
cheap
me and my
airfare out
brother.
of Jackson
I'm
for like
so
98
my
bucks to
brother,
Vegas and back, bro. Like we got Lansing, has yeah, yeah.
Frontier,
They got like a
or
regular
whatever.
shuttle to Vegas.
And then they pay me. So all I do is I pay $38 for a car rental place to put my car. They shuttle me to the airport. I pay an Uber, which they reimburse me for the Uber, $100, whatever, $200. They reimburse me for the Uber, and then they reimburse me for the plane flight
Wow, man.
and the hotel. So if I can get you in that
You
group,
want me to bring my camera gear and
you.
everything too, man, so I can film?
Bro, if you bring a guest, so I'll propose that as an actual, as a grant. I'll put you in my grant, dude. No, we need to hold on. We need to talk a little more
There's
before,
I'm just
because
saying this
I
out
have
loud for
connections.
everybody to know. For all of you that
I
think
guess
that
so.
I'm just doing blockchain dev or that I just pop in on spaces once in a while, there is I'm gonna just say it like a cocky son of a bitch. There's nothing with a computer I can't do. If you want videos edited and made professional like a freaking pro, did that for 15, 20 years. If you want things developed and coded, did that for like the last 5 years. If you want something like created for your own back end and you want me to run your podcast, did that for 10 years. And I'm doing it now for Snowge, Clown, Barbie's coming up on the roster. You know,
So, bro, what I'm going to tell you, I have people that
Yeah.
I'm going to put you in touch with. So you're on ICP, which has a big,
I need right here
thriving community. But I'm going to bring you into
Yeah.
the CKB community, because they've taken CKB is fire right now, bro.
I noticed what
Like
they
I'm
had,
telling you, they have
7%,
some real cool.
or no, 20%. Wasn't it
I'm bringing
20%
you
we just
back.
went up this last week on CKB? Yeah.
CKB's killing it. But what I'm telling you is they're doing, so I'll put you in touch with people that need your content creation, that need your skills. We need you on CK, like ICP. My skills are everywhere. If you need my skills, dude, I got you on ICP. OGY, we're probably doing a video with them soon. We're doing big things with ICP still. That's my home. But there's other blockchains that can bring a home to ICP. And I think Muggsy, you're a pivotal person that we need in each blockchain that we're so
we all need
QI.
a back room guy, you know.
I'm gonna introduce you to the founder. QI. I told you about that.
I did look that up. I'm not able to buy it because of VPN rules, but Michigan is actually.
Oh, well, so we're getting ready to get put on Kraken soon. So we're on MEXC, we're on Weeks on QI. So this guy, I met him at the last conference, right? So 6 figs, I wouldn't even fuck with this dude.
I'm just gonna throw this out there. With the last 2 bumps, the last 2 mountains we had in CKB, and this bottom we're at right now, I'm looking at a 1-month interval. Like, we have a tremendous pump coming over the next month.
So they're putting me on $500 a month. I've made at least $200 just sitting there doing nothing.
Say that out loud.
10 days. But 10 days, I'm just getting a $200 profit. CKB, bro. These people, so the events I went to, bro, they just gave me free drinks. I had so many, I was just giving them away to people. I was like, dude, I can't drink so much. Here, give this to this dude. Give this, like, here, take my tickets, bro. I can't drink this much. And so they, bro, what they're doing there. So I just
buy a $10 Keno ticket and just have freebie over here, please.
But being at these mining events where no other altcoin is at, it's just Bitcoin, and then it's CKB.
Yeah.
So you're like, oh, I'm the only
Caspa's whole promotion. CKB is honestly the best little sister to Bitcoin ever. You know, and even going back like last bull run, the reason I got into CKB was because I was in Cardano. And Cardano was like, oh my God, CKB has created the best tunnel, like the best wrapper to be able to use. Cardano's first like cross-chain token was CKB. CKB was like, yeah, we'll hook up with you guys.
No way.
And then nothing really came of it. Like, yeah, like so many people there's a big community there. Don't get me wrong. We got a hell of a market cap. You know what I mean? We're in the top 10. But at the same time, the community don't want to actually be cross-chain, bro. Everybody's let me rant for a second here. Everybody in the communities, all of you listen right now, all of you, no matter what chain you're in, you're all complaining about, oh well, cross chain. Freak is my name. What up, Switch? Everybody rock and roll, man. Like, listen, all the communities are complaining about cross-chain compatibility and being able to build cross-chain. With what ICP has done now, with the CK, the chain key, it's over. Every chain is cross-chain now. Every single chain, no matter what, you can build on ICP for every single chain. You are already, I don't care who you are, if you're Caspa, if you're Cardano, if you're on Sui, if you're on Solana, and you guys are building and you're having fun, you're just throwing your code onto IPFS, which just raised their fees. Good luck with that, because when you don't pay your fees to IPFS, it's not immutable. It's not immutable at all because they cancel your account and your DApp disappears. Okay, that is not immutable. All right, so on ICP, we got chain key. If you want to build a DApp for Bitcoin, build it on ICP and people just send their Bitcoin to your wallet to pay for the item, and it automatically turns into CK. It automatically turns into CK ETH. It automatically turns into CK Sol. It automatically turns into CK ADA. You guys want to see how many chains we're connected with already? Go check out ICP Hub Egypt. Okay, Egypt has CK'd everything, dude. They have rocked it. There is no stopping us now. Everything is cross-chain. Nobody has any reason to complain. The only reason they're not cross-chain is because they don't want to, why would I give attention? Why would I build on ICP if I'm on Cardano? Because you're cross-chain, dumbass. That's why.
Because ICP went from $3 to $10 when your coin just went down.
So you're using tools that get the job done. That's why.
Because chain key works and Cardano smart contracts don't work. I love Cardano. I love Cardano. You have a place in my heart.
Cheers to Charles.
Bro, and so you're the original guy that we're marketing to. This is Muggsy. This is the guy that was on Cardano.
How did I
got
find
brought to
you?
ICP.
Because I was following
The
freaking
contracts are better.
6Fig. I found 6Fig through Cardano into CKB, and I was like, I really like this.
No way. Bro, you know I called Cardano to $2 before it. So if,
I
go
wrote
look
it
it back
to
at my channel.
$2.92.
So I will give you the best cryptocurrencies before they become a thing. So that's my thing. So yes, ICP, I was kind of wrong. It hasn't done what I thought it would do. But every other crypto that I ever called has. So ICP has a place in my heart, and I think it's going to do what I said it's going to do, just eventually. But if you look at Cardano, I called it to $2 when it was at $1.20. I said, we're going to $2. Watch this. So I'm a good technical analyst, but when the market changes, I can't account for that. So ICP was supposed to do a certain market structure. So was Cardano. So was XLM, all these other cryptos, right? So I told you as soon as XRP got out of that huge lawsuit, we were going to the moon. So if you followed my channel, we're going to make money. Now, I want to talk about this in the future. So you don't think Bitcoin's going to 65?
I don't think it's dropping to 60. And I'll bet you on that. I will place a solid man wager on that. Not money,
I don't want
not
to do
money
that
at
to
all.
you, but yes.
If Bitcoin hits 60 grand, I have to post about you at least once every day for a month, and vice versa. If by let's say by June, is that your prediction?
June.
Is that Bitcoin's going to crash by June? Okay, so if by
yes, but I don't think it'll be a 65. I say by December of next year.
You want this bet to go out for a year-long bet? Okay. I hope.
Yeah. So that's when it's going to happen, though. It's not that I want to bet that.
All right.
That's when it's going to happen.
We'll officially shake hands in Vegas on this bet.
Bro, no, you need to, all you need to do is figure out the plane trip.
Yeah, I can get a babysitter.
I got you.
Like somebody will watch them.
Cool. Bro, I'm telling I need to meet you and I need to meet Victor. So we need to get Victor. That's my fault. I should have just left my job. You know what my job told me afterwards? They said you could have took the time off but not gotten paid for it. We would have let you have the time off, but we wouldn't have paid for it. I was like, that's fine, you fucking assholes. You told me I couldn't get the time off.
You're getting paid anyway. It wouldn't have mattered. You'd been like, I would have been like, if it was me in that, so I would have been like, well, that's okay, boss, because I get paid to go do that. He would have been like, wait a minute. Well, you're getting paid,
right? So after I went, they're like, dude, you could have just taken the time off and went.
Do you know how cool it is for you to be able to say, I don't go to Vegas unless I'm getting paid to go to Vegas? I only.
But that's the thing. I went to Vegas. I got paid, or to Dallas. My brother got paid. I said, bro, I'm getting paid $700 for my plane ticket, $300 to dress as a fucking knight. I said, if you don't get paid, you're getting $300, dude. I swear to God, I'm paying you $300 out of my $1,000. And my brother's now a CKB guy because I'll put up $300 for my brother to go to Vegas and help crypto. I'm a crypto guy. I'll pay money to get people into. And my brother, he's a champion, bro. He was a dinosaur. This motherfucker's coming with me to Vegas. This is my new little crypto motherfucker, and it just cost me $300.
You should have been a dragon, so it was like a knight fighting a dragon. But it was cool, man.
They don't have dragon costumes, though.
Well, the Chinese
unfortunately,
won't make them. The Chinese refuse to make them for us.
So we were trying to make a big thing. That's the thing. CKB is going to pay for some shit. Bro, if we're going to do some cool shit, CKB, Nervos, oh, bro, I love that blockchain. One, they're one of the best blockchains out there. I don't give a fuck if you're paying me. You can't pay me enough.
I remember
if you ain't shit. But it's 6 Figs, it's Jordan, it's the project, it's Matt. I don't know if you met Matt. I was at the booth. I was the one giving people T-shirts and telling them about CKB. Bro, this shit's legit. These big miners that have multi-billion-dollar operations are looking at CKB as a serious competitor.
Yeah, why not?
Yeah. So that's all these people were giving me their cards. They're like, dude,
Well,
CKB,
get a
what
little
are you guys
technical on
doing
that,
here?
Jeff. Like,
Like,
what is
here's
it
my
that
card.
you need like an amp miner, right? You need an amp miner to mine it. You can go light.
So you can do an amp miner. You can do a lot of the like single miners, but the thing is about getting a good pool. So it's about having that solid pool. So that's what we're looking for at the
That's my lottery
at
ticket,
the,
baby, right
at the
there. A bid axe, man. Yeah,
Bidax. You a Bidax
yeah.
miner. So he's
You
a
can buy.
single
Well,
miner. Okay.
my goal is to buy at least one of those every month to 2 months. They're like $250. And if I'm making some money on
Okay.
crypto, not just crypto, but like earning money doing work, I'm gonna buy one of those every 2 months because that is the best lottery ticket you can ever have, man. You know what I mean? And I solo mine. I don't even put it on a network. Like if I hit a block, I hit a block. Me. That's my block.
Right. I appreciate that because if you get a whole block, you're making
3K, man.
fucking 190,000. You're making
Right now?
$90,000.
No, bro.
Whatever.
You're getting 3
Yeah.
Bitcoin. You hit a block, you get 3 Bitcoin right now.
2.265, right?
Still, it's close. It's close to a 250
Almost
grand,
3.
bro. Like you hit a block, it's 250 grand,
That's
and I'll buy a whole lot more of those if I hit a block.
yeah. And so some people hit those, but what I'm saying, that's the dream.
Right.
Everybody wants to hit that. But with me and you, like maybe, farm mining, like trying to grab as people, there's still money to be made, right? And so Bidax is the way to do it, though. If you want to get a single mine, that's fucking dope. But the chances of that
Slim,
are
bro. So
0.
slim, man. But better than a Powerball.
0.
It's true, bro. If you look at the
Yes.
odds on hitting a block on a Bitcoin miner on a Bidax versus like a buying Powerball, your money's better spent in a Bidax miner because the odds are like
So 3.125 Bitcoin plus tax,
3.125
plus fees. So that's a lot of
at
Bitcoin. If you're grabbing that, great.
bro. Like, yeah,
But the
that's a
thing
really
is,
good payday. I don't care who you are, man.
there's other blockchains where you can grab mines off of their own blockchain, like Kuai. So I'm going to teach you guys about Kuai. No, we're going to make guys. I don't give a fuck. They're going to pay me $167 for 2 videos. What is that? $334? I don't give a shit about $30 fucking $4. Is this a good project? Yes. Dude, I'm making so much money. I don't give a fuck about you can't pay me enough to plug your project. This dude, Alan, is cool. Dude, I met him in real life at Bitcoin in Dallas. He is a cool ass dude. He has connections with some of the smartest people in the world. Like I'm telling you, I don't give a fuck. Yeah, we came to a deal. He's gonna pay me a little bit of money. You can't pay me enough. Dude, you gotta pay me $1,000 a video to show your bullshit. This dude's paying me 167. That's what I charge ICP people or ICP guys. That's what I charge them. That's so QI Allen. So I'm gonna have him on the channel. I'm gonna have some of his founders on the channel. You guys make your own decision.
Like QI,
I'm buying this
that's
fucking
just
crypto,
it's
dude.
just QI. Like
QUAI. 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 But this bro, he has a professor on his team. So these guys are out of the University of Austin. So he built his own cryptocurrency fucking whole firm. And then he built this platform with the professors from his university. Okay. So basically what you can do is you can use mining as an actual form of income. So what this mining does is it allows for transactions on the mining part of the network, which is so weird to me that you can grab the mining part and put transactions in there and actually integrate the mining to the crypto part of it. Okay.
Well,
So what this mining does is it allows for transactions on the mining part of the network, which is so weird to me that you can grab the mining part and put transactions in there and actually integrate the mining to the crypto part of it. Okay. So Alan is gonna. This is one of the projects I'm
Yeah.
gonna invest heavily in for the next block,
And if people wanna
next
know
bull market.
why,
It has
because,
maybe
like, right now, let me throw some points out there. $18 million market cap, only up from there. It's a 2-cent token, only up from there. It's already at the I'm looking at the charts right now, bro. It's a beautiful buy. Like, there isn't nowhere for it to go down, bro, you
so
know?
I would even wait. So I love you guys.
Yeah.
Wait
I will do my best to
6
try to, like,
months.
a couple of those, man.
Sorry,
Whoever's paying
I love you,
you
QI,
to talk
but
about Kawhi, I'm letting them know now you just got a new
give a fuck.
customer, okay? Like, only because of Jeff.
Okay, cool. But wait for like 6 months, a year, and then buy
Really? You think it's
QI.
gonna go lower than 2
Sorry,
cents, like, by a long shot?
so in about a year, every crypto. So ICP is going to go to like
Oh, that'd be
260.
great. That'd be back to where I bought it.
It's
I
not.
was buying
This isn't
ICP
what
at
we want, Muggsy.
265, so I'm not hurting at
We
all.
don't want that. But that's what like. I'm not going to lie to you guys. Like, I could tell you and be like, ICP is not going to go down more than 280. But honestly, we're going 260 with ICP. We're probably going to about 1 cent with QI. We're going to buy these cryptos at a low ass price. I'm putting 10% of my portfolio into ICP, CKB, QI. I'm going to load like $10,000. The other 10%, $100,000 of my portfolio is going into Solana, Ethereum, Bitcoin, XRP, motherfucking Cardano at 20 cents,
Yeah.
25, 30 cents. I swear to God, dude, I'm going to make hella money, dude. I'm tired. Like, I love you, ICP. You made me hella money and you made me where I am right now. But I'm going to become rich and I'm
You
bringing
still got
people
the
with
same
me.
apartment.
Yeah. I just got
Is
a new
that
apartment with
like
my
the
brother.
same setup?
So
I thought that was the same room you're normally in, man. Oh,
run
right on. That's
CKB,
cool,
baby.
man. Oh, so you're in a new spot.
Because I got that at the
Oh,
last.
look at that.
Oh
We got
shit!
the
I
Asmongold
got that at the
situation
last.
going on. He's got some pop bottles there and some empty fast food. That's awesome. You know who Asmongold is? You don't have any idea who Asmongold is? You're kidding me.
I
He's
don't.
like a 15-year YouTuber veteran, bro. And his biggest shtick is that he films out of his mom's attic. Like, he lives up in her attic, and like, it's a mess. Like, he's got just food stuff everywhere. And he just does commentary on daily event stuff. But he's funny and he's good, and it's just cute, man. It's funny and cute. But anyways, bro, so yeah, man, with Kwai, like, so you're saying that, like, what I'm hearing you say, without giving financial advice, is that the majority of us, good evening, Foxfire. How you doing, buddy? For ICP 420. Hey,
My guy.
I'll show
Love
you
that
my
dude.
half burnt doobie since you're a 420 guy. Right on. There you go. All right. So my point is that what I'm hearing out of your mouth right now is that those of us that are those of us that are in whatever we're in, we could stack and do some DCAing, but pretty much it's ride it out till the net and take your profits around, when we see that peak, hopefully around February, March. And then we're riding back down until next December. Well, technically, if we're going bull market, like cycles, we would go through to the 2nd December from now. Not this next. Yeah, 2027, we all
2027.
buy them back in,
2026 end. But yeah,
Yeah.
2027
So,
beginning.
wow, you're saying that the majority of us are, and I hate to use the word stuck where we're at, you know?
Bro, so I love you guys and I'm the same as you. And I want to believe in the super cycle. But guys, I believed in it last time and it wrecked me. I lost $10,000
Never wait
because
for a
of the super
YouTuber to
cycle.
tell you when to sell, man.
So I want to believe in the super. ICP has everything to be in the super cycle. The ETF says super cycle, but the mining rewards the halving, the fundamentals of crypto.
Parenting. It was parenting time. I had to tell my kid it was time for bed, man. Oh, you muted, bro. You're muted. You're muted.
So the super cycle
There you
is not gonna happen. The super cycle is a fallacy. And if it happens, I will come back and say that I'm wrong. But Muggsy, guys, we have to be smart. And it's all about, bro, Foxfire. I love this dude. It's all about liquidity. They have to print more than they did in 2021. So every market's the same. So what they want us to believe is that the market's going to go up again because of the ETFs. So the ETFs have absolutely screwed crypto. Very wrong word. Absolutely screwed crypto. So essentially, no, I'm telling guys, like I'm telling you, the market's different. So when we see March, we're going to see a massive Bitcoin sell-off. So if you think Cardano at $130 is bad, it's not going to get better. So with ICP at $3, this seems like, yes, the bottom, right? No. So what has happened with ICP is a narrative become driven. So ICP is now driven by the fundamental money. So I'm going to tell you why ICP went up. Muggsy, Sui. So I did so much research into this. Sui whales became bullish on ICP because of caffeine AI. Caffeine AI was promoted as a Sui development, if you remember correctly.
Yeah.
So the big money in Sui, 2.2, $3.8 billion per day, went to ICP while it was become driven, as you call it, all like Metallica, far beyond driven. This is far beyond driven.
Stop it, mother son of a biscuit. That was Pantera, not Metallica.
You're right. You're right. Oh my God, I said that was right.
Your girlfriend last night. I fucked your girl. I fucked your love. She called me baby, and
I called her baby. She called me daddy, and then I smacked her ass. I love Far Beyond Driven was one of my favorite albums.
I love that. So it's far beyond driven because ICP has the technical capabilities, has the caffeine technical capabilities, but it does have that long-term bullish indication. So only way you can get that is through Cardano, people. So what ICP needs to do, Cardano has a multi-billion-dollar market cap.
Yeah. 30
has a multi-billion-dollar market cap. XRP has a multi-billion-dollar market cap. Do we want ICP to become the best? How do you do it? You get Sui whales, not the normal people like me and you. Yeah, we can put a couple thousand towards our mouths. But if we get those big money Sui whales, Cardano whales, they're like, oh, damn, maybe I can make a little 30% profit on ICP today.
Shout out to Cardano Whale on X.
Yes, but it's Sui whales. That's why we went to $10. So I'm telling you right now, it was Sui. I watched the volume move from Sui to ICP. Yeah. I watched it happen. I watched ICP go to $10 because of it. Why? Because ICP big influencers were saying, oh shit, what's caffeine AI? What is this shit?
It was actually 980, not 10.
And then the Sui whales were like, okay, we made all we can from ICP, we're done.
Yeah.
I swear to God, that's what just happened when ICP went to $10. If you want to know,
nobody's really using it for the development it's meant for, bro. You know,
yeah, like Sui did
do so much for Sui by creating on ICP and tying in Sui, and they don't realize that we do host live AI. Like, matter of fact, I got in a debate the other day with a guy that was like, "You could never host a large LLM model on ICP," and I was like, "Bro, do you code at all? Do you mess with anything? Do you know what is going on out here? I just got a shout out from Swissy earlier, like immediately. He was like, I want to give a big shout out to Muggsy and his MCP usage and how he uses it. Like, and I was like, thanks, man, as well as Dexter, you know, in our caffeine work and then our AI work inside the ecosystem. Because I really haven't built anything for World 8 because, you know, I'm kind of playing with some characters. That's what I'm doing. I'm playing with, you know, just characters. There's no, you know, anyways, but the people I'm helping in the background have benefited greatly from the stuff I've learned how to do, and so have I. You know what I mean? So it's been a whirlwind of the abilities that ICP can do now because of what we can do with code. And with Motoko as a base and then building up off of that, I've launched 3 billion, 4 billion, 5 billion parameter models, no problem. I can string together canisters and launch a 30 billion parameter model. And I've actually launched I mean, that's what context protocol is. We mainly use an outside AI, but we have internal AIs that verify and take care of the code from the inside. We're not talking about an external coder and people kind of ripping on Claude, you know, that Claude is everybody's AI coder and all they're doing is making, you know, wrappers for Claude.
You're right.
And yeah, I mean, that's the big thing. And I know I'm going off into the AI end, but it ties into this. And what the real aspect of what ICP can do is, man, imagine you create a DApp for SUI and then and on ICP, you include your AI in there that is constantly tracking and making sure that your app is always staying up to date and recoding itself, Jeff. I'm coining the phrase. This is my fucking terminology. Excuse my language on your podcast. I'm sorry.
You good?
We are from here on out not creating software. We are creating living applications that help themselves, code themselves, repair themselves, expand their own scalability, and improve on themselves. It's here. I'm doing it every day. And when I'm ready to launch what I launch, you guys are going to, I'm not even going to say what token I own. You're going to freaking wish you had it. You're going to be like, how the hell did Muggsy do that with a $7,000 market cap? It's like, it's not about my market cap. It's about where people are coming from to come to me. I'm not marketing to ICP people. You guys never see my stuff. It's out there, TikTok, like way beyond even my own profiles. Like the stuff I'm pushing out, if you guys learn what AI can do for you as a business, every blockchain in the world would be just flocking to what ICP can do. Because
Yeah.
the canister is not an IPFS document. It is an actual container, and I will use the word just like Docker. And for those that know. And when you launch something inside of a Docker container, that is contained in there, and you can run a whole Windows program inside a Docker container. Okay. It's the same thing for ICP. We are not trying to like smoke screen you guys. This is real stuff. I'm launching real live working applications. It is not just a WASM protocol. That is for your front facing interface. Bro, what you can do with just a back end canister without ever letting anyone see what that thing is doing. I'm creating my own VPN system that uses our nodes around the world as VPN portals. And guess how much that costs to do?
Zero.
No, there's nothing talking to anybody. It's just saying, hey, node, I'm just going to use your IP address for a hot bit. Hey, node. And as long as you're not doing nothing illegal, you're fine. You know what I mean? I'm a whole VPN network, and I built it in like 2.5 days. And I'm testing now.
That's so dope.
Everyone's talking about, oh, well, you know, those trading bots, they don't really, you know. Yeah, they do.
Trading bots are fire, dude. I don't give a fuck what anybody says. I'm a trader.
But
If
I'm
you
not
can get
talking
some
about
shit to work for you,
algorithmic pine code. I'm not talking about pine code trading bots. I'm talking about living trading bots. Ones that
yes.
sit there and think about what they're going to do next. And I have a seven AI. What's our favorite word in blockchain? Consensus system.
Consensus model.
Yeah, they all talk to each other and decide what's going to happen for the next trade, so that they all say, "Well, I like this and I like that." Yeah, but what?
Yeah.
and then and within 2.5 seconds, you got a trade. And that's how fast they talk. And guess what? They're all
See,
on
and that's what I do for a
They're
living.
all on
That's
a
how I
candy.
made 10 grand in the last month.
Yeah. Everything
Is
I do is
trading,
on a can
just
of
leverage trading.
That's my big pump. I keep telling everybody, World 8 is having a major reopening, like a grand opening launch in January. I know we've been around for 2 years, but just like your local stores, like they've been open for a few months or a year, but then they have a grand opening. You know what I mean? And that's what's about to hit. And when you guys see everything, and I'm going to throw these names out, what Technologic, Goodnight Punks, Icy Spicy and Raven Project, which is my friend Will down in Florida, and quite a few of us other ones have all put together for not just blockchain, RWA, like massive RWA. And we're talking, like I said, the chili farm or the pepper farm, all your merchandise, anything you can think of for merchandise, bro. You just tell me if you want to start merchandising. We're merchandising. Oh, guess what? I also am a founder of a beautiful project. Go to icunow.store, icunow.store, sign up and go ahead and use the Portal Pay. It's called Portal Pay. Guess what we do? We accept debit, credit. We accept 6,000 tokens
Nice.
for payments, no matter what. That means all these weed stores in Michigan that can't accept debit credit cards because the banking system's like, oh, like, yeah, we don't like your weed stuff. I'm already in cahoots with one. I've already moved the pay portal that way. Oh, guess where my profits go? I'm not going to tell you the name of the token that I own, that I run, but guess where my profits go? And this is all coming. We're talking payment portals. This is going to be used on Clown. This is going to be used all over the place, bro. Like serious, the payment portal, it's called Portal Pay, but it's icunow.store. And you know that name. You know you've heard the ICU Now name. And so also we got a dating site coming up because AI dating is huge now, man. Do you want to know what people want to do? They don't want to talk to freaking fickle little chicks. They want to talk to AI that gives them the riz they really want. It pumps them up and makes them feel like men. And they go out in the world and they see a chick in real life and they're so full of confidence, they're getting laid, bro.
Let's
Period.
get it.
Yep. Like everything
Right.
under the sun, man. I've been building this stuff for 2 years, and people, how many times have you heard people say, why does Hugs have so many freaking things going on? He's supposed to be focused on the zombie coin and Gurney geezers, and he's got just all this stuff happening. Well, it takes time, but
It does.
I wasn't trying to market to ICP. I wanted you guys to be able to get in. Okay. I wanted you guys to say, wow, that guy actually knows what he's talking about. He's kind of smart. I don't know if you guys think that or not. That's up to you. But I'm doing the work I promised I was going to do, bro. And we all know, man, Theo over at Party Hats will tell you, freaking Poke Studios, Poke Bots, they'll tell you it takes time, man. It isn't, just because we got AI coders doesn't mean the crap happens overnight. Look at the Renegade, bro. Look at you. Look how hard it is. It's hard. Hard to get things out there. And when you're just a solo dude, oh, bro, man, when you're a solo guy, you're just like, man, I feel like I have no resources at my feet.
So but we got the chains that back us, though. So yeah, that's what I'm counting on. People that back me in the chains.
If Sui, if Cardano, if all of them would see how awesome it is to build those games and those applications and those DeFi dApps right on a real blockchain, and tie it into them, their liquidity pools would be going crazy. Here's one more thing I want to point out why you're not making as much money as you thought you would on ICP. Okay. And this is kind of a bummer for everybody. And I'm going to explain it. It's business. It's not business in who's selling the token and how much is getting dumped off, because that's what everyone focuses on. Do you know how much it has cost me in the last 2 years to operate 17 websites? 50 cents.
Holy shit.
Okay. I'm going to explain something real quick. If I was using HostGator or I was using Wix is $29 per website per month. A HostGator lets you get away with a baby plan around 10, $20 per month, 2 to 3 websites. I can build as many as I want on ICP. You know what I mean? And I only, if it's a static site that is just showing some stuff and pointing people places, there's no data being used, bro. It just sits there for the rest of the eternity of the internet and electricity. You know what I mean? As long as there's electricity and internet, it's never dying, bro. So I'm just telling people, man, look where it's good to save money on your projects. Look where it's good to like really have everything right where you right here. Like if you're building on those other chains, bro, if you're out there building, you're putting a little bit of something here, a little bit of something there. They're a little bit stacked up all over the place to combine and coalesce into. My camera's going nuts because I'm hand talking. But they coalesce to bring the code up. But in ICP, all your code is in one spot. Everything, no matter what it is you're doing, no matter how many projects you're running, it's all in one place. You don't have to go over and log in over here and over here and over there. Everybody, please just look. You know you want to, you know you're wondering why, just do it. There's so many reasons to build off ICP. And the reason I said it only cost me 50 cents is because if you're a big corporation that's coming into ICP to use it for database, for website, for all your stuff, you might only be paying like $500 a year in cycles. Bro, that's not that big of an income. You know what I mean? You follow what I'm saying? That's not a huge income for the blockchain. It doesn't matter how many people are coming to that website. It's not that much of a payment going into ICP for the use of those cycles. It means Dom needs to up the price, Victor says.
I'll be right back.
Victor's like, up the cycle price. No problem, Jeff. Go let it loose, man. Shake it more than once. You're playing with it. But yeah, guys, like the usage of ICP is so affordable that it actually doesn't drive the price up. Buying your initial cycles will drive the price up because you need right about 1.5 trillion cycles to go. With ICP's price today, that means you're paying about $1.65 to $2. You know what I mean? And so for $2, you're launching your whole DApp. And oh, wait a minute, maybe $4 because you might need a back end too. So if you need a back end and a front end, you're going to be paying about $4. And you might have to top it up like once every 2-3 months. And you can just put $20-$30 over in your wallet and just sync it up so that if your canister drops down to a certain level on your cycles, you guys, we've got everything. So it just automatically takes care of your cycles for you. We call it Cycle Geeks. There's the same guys that run NFT Geeks and stuff like that. All sorts of different projects we've got that help you top up your cycles and maintain your cycles. And it's so affordable. So affordable, guys. Like we're talking bottom price, like nobody's competing with us in anywhere in hosting, and you don't need to use any Amazon Web Services. You don't have to tie into anything, but you can tie into anything. Anything you can code into your code will work. It's just amazing. I love it, and it's the reason I've stuck around. You guys have heard me and Renegade talk about Cardano and where we started, and CKB and Quai, and I started out in Cardano. I made a token over there. I had a good time with it, and I was thinking about doing something with it, and I was like, all right, let me learn Plutus. Let me figure out what this. And it wasn't just let me learn Plutus. Like that wasn't that simple to just say let me learn Plutus. And yeah, no, it wasn't that simple. And it was really hard for me to really get a good grasp. And I love Charles, man. I think he's freaking hilarious and fun. But it brought me to ICP. And when I saw coming from my Web 2 world what the benefits were on ICP, and then everybody I met, like Renegade and Passion and Victor, man, Victor and I hung out deep in San Fran. We played some video games at Busters. We rode around in the car. Hank had to drop me off because me and Victor were going at it in the car. Like we were just in a heavy debate, man. But when I came to ICP, I found a family, and I think God sent me this way for a reason. You know what I mean? Like there's a reason our family of people here are so connected the way we are. And we have an amazing product at our fingertips all around the board. Everybody's building amazing stuff. Victor just put out a bingo game that is absolutely awesome. It is really fun because we're all hanging out in a space playing bingo together. and you can also talk about crypto and what's coming up and stuff. And then you're like L Bitcoin, and so you cover,
Bro, and it's so cool the way Victor just kind of presented that thing. Like it's cool. Like I'm not a big bingo guy. Like to be honest, I wouldn't be interested in it. But the way Victor did it,
community, bro.
I'm not gonna lie, it's pretty dope. I mean, just having the game the way it is, and just having like NFTs as this, playable bingo card, it's dope. This is the shit. This is what we need.
I own one. I have one Loteria card, and Victor knows I had two. One of them I bought for $7. He gave me one. He sent me one, and I earned in an airdrop. And then the other one I paid 7 ICP for and sold for 34 ICP, bro. And the floor,
one for 55.
Yeah, the floor's 55 P's right now for a bingo card, bro. And they're legitimate. It's legit. Like Victor just posted, his updating's up to date. Like Denali's working really good with him on Victor being able to maintain things, dude. So he's really being able to put his project in front of people. He found a good developer that helped him understand it. And I love Victor for that, man. He is one of the most huggable people you've ever met in the ICP.
That's my guy.
He's so great.
Victor's one of my best friends in the space, besides like Six Figs. Like, so Victor was my grant manager for ICP. So he was literally my boss. He's one of the coolest motherfuckers I've ever met in this whole space. Like,
he may talk a million miles a minute.
I wish I would have got to met him in San Francisco, because that's one of my best friends in this. Like, he's just the most legit dude. He's a Christian. I mean, a Catholic, but a Christian. He's one of the best people I know. So I know shitty people. I know a lot of shitty people in my life.
That was such a well. He's a Christian. Well, I mean a Catholic, but
so that wasn't meant to be a backhand. No, I respect the shit out of Victor. That's one of my homies.
So do I. He knows I do, and we have a beautiful thing. We can really rip on each other. And
and I can fuck with Victor too, and you wouldn't get mad.
Yeah, what we're doing is holding each other accountable, and it's great, And we'll go at each other on a space for like 5 minutes, and everybody be like, "What the hell's going on?" And I'll usually laugh, or he'll laugh about it, and then we just go on with whatever else. But
so I mean, I told him about this bitch I was dating, and he kind of roasted. But bro, Victor, I respect what he tells me. Like, I'll never be mad at that dude. Like, he's my guy. He's been my friend. He was my grant manager. He's my homie. I respect what he tells me, even if I don't agree with it 100% of the time.
Yeah, I got that little brother feel from him when I met him.
Yes, that's my little bro.
He showed up in his boss hog, freaking big cowboy hat, but his suit, and we're at a hackathon, and like everybody, but there was a lot. That was it. You know what, man? I would dare to compare and give Caffeine and the team at Caffeine the credit and the benefit and the wonderful praise that was probably the most elaborate hackathon, with some of the biggest prizes for an in-person hackathon. It was a real TV studio. That's where we were at, bro. The downstairs was a complete TV studio. That's what was happening. And then upstairs we were having the hackathon, and they had, I'm a film guy. Okay, they had to have spent at least $175,000 for all the production, and I'm talking right down to the croissants that we had. I mean, croissants. The catering was amazing. Oh, and big shout out to Taco Dow for bringing everybody pizzas. We love you guys, man. Yeah, man. So it was awesome. Their catering was great. We had free alcohol. Like, where do you go to a hackathon that had all this stuff?
Yeah, CKB does it too. So I see. So you need to connect yourself.
You got to get me in there, bro.
They sent me, bro. I had steak and lobster dinner for no reason except I was there.
Yeah,
they fed me prime rib and all the best foods you could buy, just so I could
thin out, bro.
I love ICP. I love CKB. These are the blockchains. If you're one of us if you're gonna champion for crypto, they're gonna take care of you. You're gonna live the life you never expected to live, and then you're gonna fucking make the more money than you ever dreamed of. Dude, my shoe collection, I'm just gonna bring these two out. These are over $2,000 just for these two shoes. And
Yeah.
because I made it off of ICP, I haven't even worn these. I haven't put them on my feet yet. They haven't even touched my feet.
Can I give a shout out, man? My man Technologic, you know what I'm talking about?
That's my guy.
All right, so
Technologic is my friend Rob.
Hey, get a hold of him right now. If you're on his mailing list, get in there and buy those shoes. I'm serious. His new Italian leather shoes he's putting out. I can't afford them right now, bro. But
So
they're
that's
like,
all I do is buy shoes.
it's like $300 and some for the pair.
I don't give a fuck. I just spent $500 on their
Listen
shoes.
to me. Listen to me. It's $300 and some a pair. They're Italian leather. They're beautiful, but they come with an RWA NFT that helps that you earn money on those shoes.
Taking a lot. Rob's my guy, dude. I respect the shit out of that dude.
Rob grew up just about 80 miles by me, man. Like
we're gonna have to meet, bro. We're so different in person. So me and Six Figs were good friends online. We met in person. That's my fucking homie, dude. That's my best friend.
You cut your forehead off.
So essentially, you're gonna have to come to Vegas. I don't give a fuck if you're sleeping on the floor. My brother will sleep on the floor. He doesn't give a fuck, dude. My brother's the coolest motherfucker ever.
I'll probably be the only person in the room I get a bed.
What? We got another $10. Yes.
Hey, all right, super chat, fake news 310. Thank you guys. Right on, man.
Bro.
Hey, we'll just keep on going live if you guys want to keep pumping. You know,
and I normally don't go live this long, but Muggsy. So guys like you, I love you guys. So Meta's one of my best friends in the world, dude. Meta Owl, dude, that dude is one of the most solid human beings.
Oh, he's amazing.
So I don't give a Ape with Bull is fucking fire.
Chill. The dude is chill.
Dude, what he built over there, his Meta Owl token, dude, this guy is one of the best people I've ever met. So I meet shitty people every day for a living. So I go to events, I try to meet good people and be like, hey, this is a good person. No, fuck you. So I'm sorry. I love you guys. But there's very few good ass people. Muggsy, Meta Owl, Passion Planet, maybe even Trevor sometimes, Six Figs, Jordan Matt from CKB, 7 people. Muggsy, you're in a list of 7 people that I would die for.
Thank you, sir.
No, so I left to my work almost.
I would come out to search for you on the side of a mountain any day, bro. If you ever got lost out there in Colorado up on a mountain, I'd be in that search party for you, bro.
And I know you mean that. So there's a lot of people. I tried to let be my friends in this stupid little area that I'm at in here, and I got wrecked. A lot of them females because I was trying to put my little mark out there. But a lot of females be playing some bullshit. So what I've found is that my Meta Owls, my Muggsies, my Six Figs, my Calissa. So you don't know Calissa. She's my boss at work. She's the best. She's 22. She's my daughter's age.
Are you still at a call center? Wasn't that where you were?
I'm at a call center. So this is my boss. This is the best person. She's coming over for banh mi tacos on Thursday. She's my best friend. She hugs me when I come into work. She loves me as a person. The best person I ever met in my life, dude. So I'm about relationships. Yes, crypto. We're going to make a lot of money, guys, because we're smart. We're going to build some cool shit. We're going to do some cool shit. But to me, it's about Muggsies. It's about Meta Owls. It's about Calissas. It's about my brother.
Thank you, man.
Riding to a fucking event with me, being my homie. That's what I don't give a fuck about anything else in life. Yes, let's make money. We're smart.
I'll start
Let's fucking bring the people that are good people into our circle. Let's all make a shit ton of money together.
Dan McCoy wants me to come out to New York and hang out with him for New Year's, man. And he was like, "Yeah, dude, I got a place for you, bro. Just if you want to come out for New Year's, just make whatever. Just take a couch."
Dude, I love Dan. Dan is cool as shit.
Like, hey, this is real. Like, if shit goes, as it looks right now, I'm probably gonna be, like the parent, like I'm gonna win the custody and all that crap, right? But if something happens that she ends up getting custody, I'm like a free parent. My kids don't have to see me but every 2 weeks. You know what I mean? Like I'm gonna start doing the travel thing. I'm gonna host all my computers at my mom's, take my laptop so I can port into them all and work from wherever I want to, man. You know what I mean? And get around and start meeting people and start doing what needs to be done in blockchain, and hopefully like get enough networking happening between blockchains that people really start meeting each other. You know what I mean? And
I love that. But dude, your kids are so it doesn't matter about your ex-wife or none of that. Your kid, so my daughter is the most beautiful human being that has ever been in the world.
I feel
Like
you.
I'm a piece of shit. Like I had my troubles. I became a good person over time, but my daughter is somebody that I look up to as like if I could be a human being like that, that's who I would want to be. Is my daughter. So when it comes to family and things, yes, it might give us time for blockchain. And yes, we need you in blockchain, Muggsy. You're the best. But when it comes to your kids, don't let your wife dictate your relationship with your kids.
No, never, man, never. But I'm just saying how it goes. Like whoever gets custody, but I'm actually I'm still here. She's not even allowed.
You're so chill.
Yeah.
But I'm just saying, have that relationship.
Like, yeah, no, and I've got a huge support center, like with my families and stuff. Like I can say, hey man, hey cousin Kim, I need you to come over and stay for a week while I head over here and just make sure he gets on the bus in school and make sure he gets dinner. You know what I mean? Like, come on now, but we do have a really good family that helps each other out like that. And if when they know I'm doing business, like I used to, like I said, I filmed a lot MMA and stuff, So anyways, the point is like, I'm trying to make that next tier of where I'm at in blockchain, where I can be more like you, but people are asking me to do this live, like me talk. And I'm like, I don't know. I don't know about like grabbing the audience and having to focus all that attention on being a YouTuber. There's a lot.
So the thing is with YouTuber is just being real. So people want to see who I am. They've seen you, bro. You're a good dad. Like what you just showed us is everything my audience is looking for. So we're crypto guys. We want to make money. We don't care about bullshit of taking advantage of people to make that money. It's about coming in, grinding your ass off. How many years have you been in this now?
Crypto as a whole?
Just why I don't know what you're doing right now.
6.5 years, man.
So 6.5 years, this man who is raising a child, a daughter.
No. Right now, I got a 4-year-old. I've honestly, I've got 6 kids, like past marriages and stuff. But
so daughters and sons, I assume.
A daughter, 5 sons.
A daughter. So it's hard for a man to raise a daughter for the first place. So, but son,
I'll give you bad props because Trinity's a. Oh, good God.
Well, so my daughter is the best human. I don't know how I did that. Like, I'm just lucky because my daughter's a good person. But raising a son to become after you as a good man. So I grew up without a dad. So let's just put all my stuff out on blast for a minute. I grew up without a dad. I had a brother who had a dad. So I never had a dad. I grew up with a house full of women. So I was taught how to be like a successful woman. Right. So
same story, bro. Keep going. We're talking the same story, bro.
Grow up to be a man. So you have to find a role model. I never had one until I got my license when I was 32 because I never met a man that showed me what it was a man till I was 32. He was a pastor at my church. He had 6 kids. He had 8 grandkids. He was the best man I ever met in my life that showed me how to love a family, how to be a man and love the people that you're around. So once I became 32, I found that, right? He encouraged me. He's a Christian, right? He encouraged me to become a businessman, to become an entrepreneur, to teach other people what I didn't know that I knew, how to be the dad to the daughter that I always wanted to be a dad to. So these are the men we need in society that I want to be. That I can just be that guy. I'm not out there saying this is what you need to do. I'm living my life. I'm showing you how I raised a daughter. She's married. She's successful. She has a job. She has her own entrepreneur business.
That's awesome.
Who am I? I'm a nobody. I don't deserve to have a daughter that's that successful. So now my grandkids are going to have that foundation of being a successful entrepreneur, as being a strong woman, as her husband being a strong man that leads that family.
Right.
I don't deserve none of that.
And though that even though, and I'm not saying you're small time or anything, I'm just saying you started at 32, you said, you know, and your daughter saw that as you as an older person, because that's how they look at us. All right. You know, we're old. And but she saw that and what you were driving to do as a 32-year-old and up. Okay, compared to her being a fresh freaking 18-year-old that gets to put the same effort she saw dad put into herself at that young age. You gave her a head start. You gave her a head start that most kids don't get. All I teach my kids is entrepreneurial money flow. Like they won't teach them that at school. You know, you need to learn to be nice to people. You need to learn to have compassion and understand other people's positions so that you can get out there in the community and be known. You know, people will know that if you're not real about it, you know, but she saw that in you. Bro. She saw that in you and you gave her a head start that millions on millions of kids don't get. And it wasn't money, bro. It was brains. It was intelligence about this is the way to get there. And I can start now. When I turned 40, bro, when I when I turned 40, I had that moment. I had already been doing some stuff, but I turned 40 and I was like, I'm probably going to live to 80 years old. So I have a whole nother 40 of these son of a bitches to go through. And I don't have to learn how to get potty trained. I don't have to go to school and graduate or go to college or any of that. I'm not going to let people tell me, oh my God, you're so old to be doing like cartoons and being on the crypto bros. And I'm like, really? Because I'm going to live till I'm 80 and I have fun doing it. And hopefully by the time you and me are 80, bro, they've got the injection to make us live to we're like 500. You know what I mean? Like, whatever. Yeah. So congrats to you, man. Your daughter is a testament to who the fuck you are. Okay.
I needed to hear that so bad, dude.
Yeah.
Like my daughter's the best person, but so that the way I think of it, so at my work, I've been the best for a year. I have not lost in a year, but I'm not the best. I understand that I am a cog no matter what I do, whether it's crypto, whether it's collections, I'm a piece, that little tiny fucking piece of a bigger thing that's Muggsy, that's Zero to Hero, that's Blockchain Pill, that's all of us getting together, Dominic Williams, that are getting together to show this technology. Bro, so there's not a lot of people I look up to in the space. Yeah. I can count them on one hand how many people I look up in the space in ICP because I'm doing my thing out here. But you're one of them. Thank you. So Muggsy, like ever since I met you, I knew you were going to do something great. Maybe we'll have to look at me in my face. Like, I'm telling you that. I'm not saying that to blow smoke up your ass. Like I know people who have greatness in them, and you're going to bring that to ICP. So we need you. We need you on Bitcoin Renegades channel. We need you in ICP. We need you in World 8. We need you wherever the fuck you're going to bring your value at.
Yeah, if you guys are looking to do advertising and get fair like coverage as far as like people talking about you, I recommend everybody go to Clown Protocol, which is social.insane clown protocol, insaneclownprotocol.com. If you are a project and all you got to do is like say, I want to pay people in this token, which could be your own token. Just talk to Sergey, talk to the owner, and he'll integrate your token because we are ICP and we can integrate anything. So he'll integrate your token. You can pay your community to post about you. That is what Clown Protocol is. You are helping your community earn from you by posting about you. And so now you're getting a broader spectrum of posting. You're not just posting for yourself and hoping people come to you. You get out there. How much for XRP and ICP? ICP is right around 380, 340 right now.
343.
And XRP is sitting at a choppy. Oh,
$2.
oh, we just had a dump.
$2.
XRP,
Hold on. I might be wrong about XRP. I think it's like right around $2 though.
$2.06 right now. We just had a crazy.
Okay. I was pretty close.
I don't know. Yeah, man. And when we all appreciate what you do, you know, the whole little team, not team, but the whole little group of our ICP influencers, you know, you and Pill and, you know, as far as YouTubers go, Zero. And you know, there's some others. There's Zero, not Zero to Hero, but there's also
Blockchain. Don't forget Alex, bro. Did you meet him?
I said Pill. Blockchain.
Oh, okay.
I call him Bill. I just call him
I
Bill.
love that, bro. That's one of the most solid people in ICP. So Alex is my. I've never met him, but we're gonna meet one day, and that's gonna be my homie, dude. I guarantee you that right now.
Yeah, he got me. He pinned me down on camera out there in San Francisco and had me do an interview for him there too, man. And it was actually really cool because if you go look at Definity's coverage of Caffeine event, none of us degens are in those videos, bro.
I will. So you gotta get to know like Kyle and all.
Ham, what up, Ham? Ham's cool.
Langham is one of my best, bro. That guy loves me. That guy is so cool. I love Kyle Langham. I'm getting him on the channel again.
Langham is a good guy, man. He is really
love
good.
That dude.
I tried getting in the hackathon that went on. It was like a back end caffeine hackathon that was going on. It was like a world ICP hackathon, and I just was too busy for it. It was a long term.
I hate that.
Yeah. I just couldn't commit to it. I was going to develop the dating site for that, and I was like, "This is a winner." Like I see you now.com or whatever you call it, IO. But yeah, like that is a dating site for the ICP network, but a blockchain based dating site that brings blockchain people together. So you know you're not just meeting some gold digger chick. You got to. Yeah, you'd have to like put down like 10 ICP in a locked, and it's locked so that verifies that you're serious about being on this dating site. So you're not going to get all the freaking bots and stuff. You know what I mean? Anyways, point is I love Kyle Langham, man. Kyle Langham he's always been a super.
So Kyle Langham, Kyle Stufflet. I've met all these guys in person.
We all got to do a Milwaukee trip. Do you know how many people in ICP are in Milwaukee, bro?
Yeah, but it's my fault. I need to bring – so I'm a lead – no, guys. So I'm sorry. I want to apologize for a second. I'm a leader in the community. I should be, like, having the money and the resources to pull off all these things. Now, when I went to Bitcoin Nashville, me and Kyle Stofflet did a collaboration for the first time at an ICP event where Kyle Langham, all of us did everything. So it's up to me, Muggsy. So I'm
sorry. I was confusing Stofflet and Langham. Stofflet lives in Milwaukee.
Yes.
Yeah.
So don't confuse those two.
A lot of Kyle out there.
They're both pivotal. I've had Kyle Langham on the channel. Very intelligent, very smart person. Now Kyle Stofflet is very intelligent in the way that matters to us content creators. He is the best in the business. I consider myself a top tier content creator, but Kyle Stofflet he's
got resources.
And he has the equipment. Yeah. So what I'm going to do next,
my resources is
yes. Yeah. So what I'm doing next is getting CKB to help. So this camera, this beautiful camera I was given by Six Figs, updated my game tremendously. And so my whole next goal is to get a grant from CKB. I put so much in this ICP community. I'm going to do the same with CKB. and I'm gonna blow this shit up, and I'm gonna bring you guys to events, and we're gonna connect with all the different blockchains. So the whole blockchain singularity. So this is my goal.
Yeah.
So by 2027, I am going to. So I already created a collaboration between CKB and Kawhi. Now I want to collaborate CKB to ICB and to Kawhi. So if we get ICP, CKB, and QI all in the same network while we're at events, so this isn't just, oh, let's go partnership. Let's go to events. I'm going to dress up as this crazy king. I took over the whole stage at Mining Disrupt. Okay, we had the whole community of mining people understanding CKB when it was nothing a CKB event. We had this event where I did 300 style fighting. It was crazy on stage. So what we did is bring eyes to CKB. So people that wouldn't even known about CKB know about it now. Because I'm willing to go out there and make a fool of myself because I'm a content creator. But I'm a king. So when you send me out there as a king over the crypto community, I take that seriously.
Right.
I'm a champion for ICP. I've been here since the beginning. I'm here to fight for you guys. I'm here to go to events, set me loose to these rich ass motherfuckers that have all the money, that want ICP but don't know it, that want CKB but don't know it. Send Jeff and Muggsy. And so I need my people behind me. I need the Muggsies. I need the Meta Owls. I need the people that are championing at events to come with me in these VIP sections. Let's talk to the rich people that understand what me and Muggsy are doing here, building from the ground up. They respect that shit, bro. What me and you are doing out here, these rich people respect the fuck out of me and you. They do. I'm telling you right now, if you come to these events and you just show yourself and what you're doing, I'm just trying to code some cool shit. How many rich people would be in World Day?
People are like, "What are you working on, Muggs?" Just codes and stuff, man. Like, and they're like, "Muggs, you are not put." And I know what people are thinking. They're like, "Muggs is building amazing and never puts himself out there. Like my marketing sucks. You know what I mean? Like, I need."
But it's just about networking.
Yeah,
the marketing doesn't mean shit. Get one rich person, one rich person to love you. I swear to God, that's what these events are about, dude.
Everybody needs to have a rich
So
person
yes,
in
we
their
can have the whole community love us, and I love my community. I couldn't be anywhere without you. But it's my job as the influencer, as somebody who has access to these events and these rich people, to bring them in and be like, hey, look what we're doing on ICP. Look at your billions of dollars having value.
Yeah,
where
and I
I'm
need
at.
$100,000 a year of that to be able to operate. You know what I mean? To be able to hire the camera guy and an editor, as well as Jeff and a teammate for him in front of the camera, so that we can actually do real production and travel to these events. Be about $100,000 a year in production, and then maybe 35 to 40 grand a year per person to be able to just dedicate to doing that, you know? And
so if we do good,
yeah,
that's
you're looking
possible.
at like 270, or excuse me, 175 a year out of $1 billion, market allocation for themselves. And it's like, hey, we could have these guys just running around, and they're going to shout us out
And they
everywhere.
They paid us what, thousands of dollars to do nothing except go market at
Yeah,
the
and what
event?
you just said about like with Kwai, CKB, and ICP. Let's
Well, we
just
did a
use
lot,
those three,
but
right? Let's say you get Dominic, and then you said the other guy's name was Alan from Kwai. Okay.
Alan, he's so
Yeah,
dope. Oh, Alan, wait till you
Yeah,
meet him.
and you get your CKB guy, and you get those three to say, you know what, we can all
Jordan,
each put in 75 grand for this guy to be able to hire the crew to go do this stuff. So they're each paying 75, but you're talking about Kwai, CKB, and ICP,
Well, the thing is, so that's the hard part. So Muggs, okay, as somebody who's in the trenches, it's each one individually. So CKB gave me money to travel to the event to see if I was worth it. I was worth it. So now it's time to get a grant to start getting those. Now QI, it's the same thing. I did a video for $167 for 2 videos. But what can I bring to QI? Can I bring Muggsy? Can I bring my whole crew? So what am I offering to QI? So this is the thing. I want to introduce you to Alan. I want to introduce all of my friends to the people that matter, that actually care, that you might build something cool on QI. You know what I mean? So it's all about us all each bringing our own value and then coming to a logical conclusion. Like if I'm just a content creator, I can only do so much by myself, guys. I can only create content around some cool shit. But do I need a Muggsy that actually builds shit? Do I need an Alan that is actually leading a blockchain? Yes. So we all have that pivotal point. And so what I want to do is find Muggsy's certain contribution to Kawhi. What can you bring to CKB? Can you bring your ultimate skills that you brought to ICP?
Yeah, I can do it on anything. I can do it on any network. I mean, it's really not a problem. It's just tying the code together and then rocking out. Build what your brain can think of. Don't limit yourself. You know, that's the real key to development, is that you are developing. You're taking a piece of sand and all of a sudden you got a whole glass window. You know, like you don't have to stop. You don't have to say, well, this is just this. No, man, it can be so much. And living applications. I'm telling you, man, I'm hoping I get to coin that phrase and somebody in 40 years from now be like, Muggsy coined the phrase, like he came up with the idea of living applications, you know? Like I hope I'm one of the first to just really get that out there, because that's what they have at their fingertips. Like all these blockchains have this. They don't need a Muggsy. They don't need me Muggsy. They just need a Muggsy. You know, they need somebody.
No, they need to. So this is the thing. There's only one Muggsy. So there's lots of So let's just put this in perspective. There's lots of potential Muggsies out there. There's only one Muggsy I let on my channel. There's only one Muggsy that I would trust with my GitHub commit code. There's only one Muggsy that I would allow in my inner circle.
There's only one Muggsy.com.
So what we need, yes. So what we need is a solid Muggsy. So all I'm saying is I can create these connections QI. I can create these connections CKB, ICP. I can go to different blockchains, guys. We can do whatever we want.
I think we had more of a.
But who's going to ride with me and be an ICP guy no matter what QI says? Who's going to be a CKB guy no matter what CKB says? Who's going to be an ICP guy no matter how the price goes? Muggsy.
Yeah. And for everybody that wants to be like, how do you do so much? It's about how you run yourself. Like, okay, so I work for Clown and I help them develop apps and stuff. I can take my laptop with me anywhere and open it up and set this cursor down here in my basement at home off on a task while I'm filming you. While I'm also on my laptop, have my Adobe editor open live from filming you and getting live cuts and posting them to YouTube and TikTok and Twitter that is my capability. But people say, well, because I can do it from anywhere. I can run podcasts for Snowge and Clown while I'm with you in Vegas. That's the beauty of how you learn to just like spread yourself out there and get and what you're developing and creating. Make sure you're not tying yourself up. You know, and that's where I feel for you, bro. I feel like, man, if you just had that one breaking moment that you could hug your boss at work for that last time, and tell her, this will be my last day I'm hugging you at work. I hope you come over for biscuits and gravy on Sunday morning. You know, like because
coming over for banh mi tacos.
You really need you need to be that guy that gets the big, at least 150,000 a year payday, so you can go and freaking rock out for every year at a decent wage and get out there and just talk about stuff. And that's your life now, because a YouTuber don't need to be stuck inside a studio. You know what I mean?
Well, that's the thing. I don't mind working hard. And so for the next 5 years, I'm going to do that where I'm at. But yes, dude, I agree. So with my skills, especially someone like you, so I should have you on my team as like my builder, and we just don't work at all. But the reality of life is that so I'm at my job for a reason. I'm here to inspire these people. So my whole thing, I don't know if I should speak this tonight, but I'm a Christian, right? So my whole thing is speak life. So why do I've been the top collector at my job for 12 months? Why? Is it because I'm the best? No. Dude, I'm not the best at nothing. Do I have a God who's the best? Who gives me every skill that I need to be the best? Yes. Oh, yes. Oh, yes. I'm the best because of God. Now, I speak life. So this is
Now,
I'm going to speak this because Jesus Christ gave me this to speak, even though I should not probably speak it right now. But I'm not the best person in the world. I'm smart. I'm very talented. I'm creative. I am very good at what I do. But as a person, I fail so much. I'm very incomplete as a person. So when it comes to my job, I've tried to be the best, right? And I have, but I fail in a lot of areas because I speak before I think a lot. My mouth speaks, so it gets me in trouble. But the thing is, I've taught my boss speak life. It doesn't matter how faulty I am, how many missteps I make. When I speak positive over my whole crew, okay, yes, I'm the best. I don't want to be the best. Beat me. You're the best. I believe in you to beat me every single day because I believe you're the best person that ever was in this, and I believe it in my heart. So when I say that, I speak life over you. You know what my boss came up to me and said the other day? He said, you know what? He said, I don't believe it, but somehow I'm listening to motivational speaking stuff that talks about speaking life and speaking over the situation that you want. And then he showed it to me and it was God. And I asked him, I said, do you believe in God? He said, no, about 2 months ago. So he showed me this thing. It was this preacher that speaks of life of God. And he's showing me that he speaks of this. And he said it's because of people like me. I've been the best because I speak life. I believe we're going to win. I believe that no matter what, I don't care about collecting money. We're going to win as a team.
Right.
So that's where I'm in ICP. That's where I'm with Muggsy. We're going to speak life. We're going to win. We're going to become the best because I believe in you. In this man right here in front of my face, I believe in you. I believe in Meta. I believe in these people that are in my life so much that nothing can stop us, dude. I don't care what you believe. My belief in my people are so high. And I got my boss to literally change that. And so I was believing with what God was telling me, speak life in my job. And I was like, why am I doing this? Everybody thinks I'm stupid, just speaking positive when everything is negative. I'm just speaking positive. And then my boss came to me the other day and said, you know what? I'm listening to these motivational speakings about speaking life over myself, about speaking my boss, the person that decides if I live or die at my job. And he's like, dude, this is what I'm doing now. And I'm like, whoa, what am I doing here at my job? Am I doing
word, man,
so? This is the thing, guys. We're here to make crypto. Yes, it's about people. Look at my interviews. Do we talk about the crypto first, or do we talk about the people behind the crypto that are building cool shit because they're cool people like Muggsy, like Kyle Langum, like Jennifer Tran, like all of the people that have been on my channel? You guys are my life.
Victor. Hey man, I'm being like, did you see my Thanksgiving post about the turkey?
Not.
Okay, it's not that simple. I'm going to give you a testimony of what happened to me on Thanksgiving morning that was truly, in a funny way, was a Scrooge moment. Okay? Like we normally watch Christmas Carol when Scrooge learns that he's been a dickhead and, you know, right. This happened to me I got talked to by God on Thanksgiving. Okay? So I woke
Okay.
up. Mom's supposed to come over with my aunt. My mom had a stroke a month or so back. Bounced back awesome. No reason to, she bounced back amazing. So, and then my dad's side of the family, he's passed away, but they still have big Thanksgivings. And I was also invited out there, but I told them, hey man, my mom just had a stroke. I'm gonna have everybody over, from my mom's side and whoever wants to come over. Well, typically my mom, out of the last 20 years, she's bailed on me 15 times, and sure enough, she did it again. So, she's just that kind of, wonderful. Don't get me wrong. She just hates getting out of the house.
All right. I have family like
The
that.
point
I get
is right before I called her to find out, I threw the turkey in the oven, threw it on 350. I'd already thawed it for 2 days. Okay. Just like a turkey. I'm a cook. Okay. I am a cook. I love cooking. And so my turkey was all done, ready to go in the fridge, throw in the oven, and stuffed everything. So anyway, so I throw it in the oven. I'm talking to my mom. She's telling me she's not coming. So her and I are getting an argument. You want to know what? I'm pissed off because nothing's going the way I want it to. All right. So then we get off the phone and I'm pissed off. And then I walk over to the stove and it's about an hour into cooking it. And my stove is roasting, dude, like hot. The element, whatever it was, the thermostat broke, and the broiler was on as well as the bottom, and it was heating up crazy. I open it, the turkey's already smoking after an hour, dude. Burnt skin, everything else. I pull it out, I open it up, raw to the bone. Just the outside got scorched. Like this is my first Thanksgiving. It's just me and my son Archer and my stepson Addison, who actually chose to stay with me instead of go with his mom. And so it was like us three because mom wasn't showing up, which means Aunt Cindy's not showing up, which means Brad and Kim and my sister and all them ain't showing up either. So I'm like, my turkey's raw. Okay, it's only been in there an hour. It's on the stove. I got the stove door open. I'm trying to turn it off. The knob won't even turn the stove off. So I have to yank the stove out and unplug it. Okay. The turkey cooked for an hour and it was still raw to the bone when I cut it into it. The oven door was open for a good 20 to 25 minutes while I was trying to figure out and unplugged it and still trying to figure out. It was open for at least 45 minutes to an hour. I was furious, dude. Nothing's going.
I would be
And
too.
I'm starting to think about crypto. I'm starting to think about everything in life and how nothing nothing. Everything I try to make work, nothing is happening, man. Okay. So I grab that turkey and I throw it back, fuck you, turkey. And I go sit down and I'm like, man, and I was like, I'm gonna call Uber Eats or something like that. I'll order dinner for me and the boys, whatever. And then I immediately got back up and went back out to the kitchen. And I stood there over the stove and I just broke down in tears, man. And I was just mad, nothing's going my way. And then it was like right in the back of my head, dude. Like someone was behind me and punched me. And I mean punched me. And I was like, and I heard, why are you trying so hard? That's what I heard. That was it. Why are you trying so hard? Like that ringing in my head to this day. And it was an immediate flush of spirit that said, everything you've been doing, you are trying to do. I told you years ago when I snatched you up by your collar and showed you all the bullshit in life you've been through and how I had you through the whole damn thing, that everything was going to be okay. And here you are again. I set you up. I put you in front of something that's going to do great for you. And all you're doing is just trying to hammer it. He goes, stop it. Just let it happen the way I want it to happen. Quit trying to be in control. And poof, it's gone. All the atmosphere. And I knew it, bro. I'd been there before. I woke up from a dream 20 years ago where God had took me by the collar of my shirt through every shithole moment of my life. He's like, you could have died right there. You could have died right there. You could have died right there. You could have been in prison forever right there. You could have followed them and been in prison. You weren't. And then he threw me in my bed. And my wife at the time said that if she thought I jumped into the bed, I was laying there next to her, and she thought I had jumped into the bed and landed on her. And so, anyways, the turkey. Okay. This almost brings me to tears. I went and sat down. I'm thinking, all right, I'm just going to call Uber Eats, whatever. The turkey's crap. It's about 2 hours goes by. I'm playing with the boys. We're doing, whatever Thanksgiving stuff. Indiana Jones. That's my Thanksgiving, man. Indiana Jones marathon.
Yeah.
About
Let's
3:00 hits. And I'm thinking, I better call up Uber Eats or DoorDash, whatever now. That way we have dinner about 4. And I go out to the kitchen and I think I just get this quick, just cook the turkey in the microwave. Go ahead, check it. And I was like, you know what? Yeah, I could just pull the turkey apart, put it in a crockery, and throw it in the microwave, right? The completely raw turkey that only cooked for an hour, that was scorched on the skin, on the bottom and the top from the bucket pan it was in. I pulled it out of the oven, and it was perfectly cooked. 100% golden brown, perfect. And I mean, off the bone. I went to rip it open and it was just warm to the touch, not hot. It was ready to eat. It was like a broiler chicken coming out of the freaking grocery store. I pulled it apart because I just reached in it to just grab it and start pulling the breast apart. And so I could and it just, and the leg fell off. The leg fell off the oven was unplugged. You couldn't have the oven plugged because it wouldn't shut off. The oven was unplugged. My stepson saw that and went, "How did that cook?" And I was like, the oven had cooled down from me trying to work on it.
That's dope, man. I'm a big believer in God using subtle signs to make a big purpose.
This was a pissed off. Here's a really big sign, Jason. Stop it. That was exactly what that sign was. That was, you know what, dude? I'm tired of playing around with signs with you. Stop it. That was God on Thanksgiving morning was, quit being a dickhead, quit trying to push shit, just let it go. And guess what? You were in my inbox. Hey, man, you want to do a podcast? Melissa Kramer, my friend. I've known her since we were toddlers. Had a crush on her all the way through high school. Asked my mom about her when I got my first divorce. And my mom was like, you don't want to mess with her. And I'm like, well, why not? And I checked out pictures. I was like, oh my God, Melissa. Her mom messages me, who grew up all together, but we don't talk much. She only talks to me if she can't get a hold of my mom. She says, "Hey, how you doing? I've had a wonderful Thanksgiving. Melissa's here. She drove all the way down from Waterford." And then she went on, "Hey, tell your mom I said hi. I can't get a hold of her." And I said, "You tell Melissa, give her my number, and if she ever wants to text me, I'd love to catch up with her." 15 minutes later, "Hey, how you doing, Jason? Haven't talked to him forever." And we haven't stopped texting for 2 weeks, dude. And she's as beautiful as I remember, man. Everything has been Clown Protocol has now made me I'm getting weekly full-time pay.
That's because your purpose. You're fulfilling your purpose.
Podcasters coming out of the woodwork paying me the core fee it takes to set them up, as well as
it's good being a good person.
And it's like everything's coming together. And I don't have to go find a job. God's taking care of me, man. And I don't care what anybody on this whole interweb.
Bro, my job has given me the most beautiful people, and I could be a full-time YouTuber.
Praise
dude, Calissa is like the relationship I wanted with my daughter.
You want to know what the other? One more, please, one more.
No.
Do you know who Preston Lucas is? Coin Nation, ICP Studio. He's the guy that runs the Coin Nation YouTube. He's also the one I'm building Context with. Context Protocol. He came to me when he had ICP Studio. I came to him, inside of Open Chat, an official community inside of the ICP network. Check out openchat.com. Went into Open Chat and I messaged him real quick. That's how I put in placements, bro. Quick plug. I went in and I messaged him. I said, "Man, I love what you're building with this ICP Studio. Is there any way we can talk, man? And so I can show you what I know about what you're building, and maybe there's something I can help you out with." I was like, "No charge. I just really want to help." He came back a week later. We talked, and he said, "God told me you're on board." And he is heavy duty Christian, man. And he goes, "You're in. He goes, I'm never getting rid of you. He goes, don't ever think that you don't have some part in he goes, God told me you need to be here. And I was like, I believe you. I believe you, man. And so like that's where we're at with each other. All of us, this giant circle of little friends we got, bro. We're all actually God-centered people. And guess what's happening?
True. Everybody I know
is
revolved around Jesus in this community. 100%.
Amen. Hallelujah.
Passion, like everybody I know. Amy, like all of the actual people that have championed ICP are
this very moment in time right now, I pray in Jesus' name that life is cast over every one of you and everyone watching this YouTube right now just gets an epiphany of the greatest idea you've ever had, and it leads you to greatness, and you fly to the moon with whatever it is, whether it's delivering newspapers or filling water. We don't care. You could be trying to build a rocket. If you are watching this right now, just believe in Jesus Christ, and that is all you got to do, and tell God thank you. Thank you.
That's the only reason I'm successful,
because it is all because of what the Creator has done. If you guys want to argue it one sentence, nothing comes from nothing. Okay, nothing comes from nothing. That means that at the beginning of time, when the flashbang happened, when they talk about the Big Bang, that something was there thinking about something happening. So something was created by something. That is us. We are all here now, and I pray in Jesus' name that you all on this internet, everywhere across the world, realize that Jesus died for your sins, so you don't have to kill birds, so you don't have to do crazy sacrifices.
Bro, I live with people every day.
Reclaim of our power as human beings, that Jesus Christ himself came down to this planet to give us a way to be forgiven, because we were rotten people. Okay, we were sinners from the beginning of time, and God was gracious enough to give us a freedom of choice, the freedom of choice to sin or not. All he says is these are the rules. Good luck. And all you got to do is say, I'm willing to follow the rules, because I.
So this whole channel is built on Jesus Christ.
Go ahead, Jeff.
Everything I have is built on what you just said. And my whole life, my daughter being the best person I ever met, every good relationship I have, every YouTube channel, every event that I travel to is because of Jesus Christ. I would be nothing. I would be sitting at my house being a nobody, probably working at McDonald's. Instead, I have a job where I'm a team lead. I have a business where I talk to people like Muggsy who are lifting me up in God, who I'm not used to people doing that for me. That builds me up as a person, as a man of moral character. That builds me up to the man I need to be. It creates the purpose to where I can be the man that I need to be for the other people in my life that are having life destroy them. Because I had my car get destroyed. I had people help me. But you know how much I see that in my own life, where people are getting destroyed in front of my eyes, where I can do something to help them. So all it's done for me is had people help me, so where I can help other people in my same situation. So it's a purpose of I'm nobody, but Muggsy is somebody who's speaking life over me. I have these other people speaking life over me that gives me a purpose. That this man that I don't know except on the internet is giving me what I need to be that person.
I feel like Pastor Adam on Sunday morning, man. Give me a cloth. I can wipe down, bro. I'm getting hot.
So, like I said, my boss speaking life over himself, it's something he learned from me over a year. He said, I don't believe in that. I don't believe in speaking over people and changing their lives. Now he's like, I believe speaking over myself, that it's going to change my life. I've seen you speak over things and do things you shouldn't be able to do over just speaking. Your capabilities are not there, but your life, your spoken word has brought me so much life that I need to search it out. That I need to find out what you're talking about that's going to make me the best person I am. So that's how we're successful, Muggsy. It's because we speak what we know. We know we're successful because we put in the work. We come from different places. You're an MMA background videographer, which has brought some of the best shit into ICP we could imagine. I'm a nobody who was really smart as a kid that had no outlet, that found it in crypto, that was able to become really good at it as an adult and make hella money and make hella people money. Now it's up to us to lead a nation. So that's where me and you are at. I'm leading my boss, the person who pays my bills, the person who created this relationship for this other company and this company to coexist. But I'm the one speaking life over the person who brought all this together. So me and you have our purpose to bring the biggest leaders of our society into their purpose.
Amen.
So Muggy, I'm just encouraging you, don't
Thanks,
change.
man.
You need those people like that guy you were just saying that said, no matter what, we ride or die. You need that. You need all of these people to trust you in the community so we can be that leader of nations, of leaders. We're leaders of leaders, and that's a very special task. And I don't think I'm that. I don't think I'm special. But when my boss came to me yesterday, this happened yesterday, he said, I am literally listening to self-motivation to speak life over myself because you taught me to speak life, and it works. I don't know why. Why have you been successful for a year? I'm the boss. I know people. I know all these employees. Why are you doing this? You're speaking life. I'm doing that now because I'm your boss and I see it works. That's why I'm doing it. Not because you're some Christian. You're doing it and it works. Why?
Well, because I'm a Christian.
Because God. And you know, the video he showed me says, I believe in God, right? So the person he follows is like a Christian now. And I asked him 6 months ago, I'm like, are you a Christian? He said, no. Now he's listening to Christian content, trying to be the best person he can be because of some dummy like me.
I know. I'm not going to bring up much. I'm not going to bring up any political stuff, but I'm just saying that right now, I truly believe we are in the midst of a huge revival, man. Huge revival for the basis of the Christian nation and what those morals represent, and people are realizing morals matter. Like a moral set matters. And here, let me say one more thing. In this revolve, if you're watching, I want to explain this. Like my 17-year-old is pulling the whole same thing you and I did, everybody else. What is normal? You know, like you know how kids are. Like normal don't have a definition. Yes, it does. It is a factor of point that society says people act within this and this. Because if they act outside of that, we know that that's a trigger warning that they may be dangerous or just somebody that doesn't fit into the mold of society. And it's not to make everybody wear corduroy pants and freaking button downs. It's just certain ways you're supposed to be, like courtesy and kindness and just being dressed at least halfway appropriate, because it's not anybody else's business what's tattooed on your ass cheek. You know what I mean? Like, just, it's not. And it doesn't matter if you feel like everybody should be able to see it because you want to, or if you're a dude that thinks that, you know, it's cool to like, just like, you know, spit and freaking just be a jerk because you are a jerk. It's not your right to do that. That's why God gave you freedom of choice to find out if you were going to end up being a dickhead or not. And most of you are showing that you're just dickheads. So good luck. You know, you cannot be a dickhead and join us and just have fun anyway. Guess what happens behind closed doors? Whatever the fuck you want. Okay? Okay? That's it.
I love that, Muggsy. Because what you're speaking, okay, so I moved to Colorado. I tried to become friends with everybody that worked with me. Bad mistake. Because I forgot that some people are just dicks and they don't deserve. So I spent like $500 on food for a party. 30 people told me they were going to come. So I spent all this money. They didn't come. But I created the best friends with the other 20 people that came that I've ever had in my life. So this girl, Callista's coming over for tacos on Thursday. Best friend I've ever had. She's my boss. She's my boss. But she hugs me every day at work. She loves me, dude, like my daughter. You know what I mean? So I don't care about that whole mold that we're supposed to fit into. That mold is supposed to take the people that are supposed to be with us. So you know there's 7 billion people on the planet. How many people are in crypto right now?
One or like somewhere around 100 million now, or
So like 0.7%
something like
of all people. So that's all the people that are going to be your friends in your lifetime. Out of everybody you meet, 100% of people, 0.7 are going to be the loyal, best people you ever met. One of them's my brother. I live with him.
that, right?
The other one is my best friend, Six Figs. The other one's Calissa. I have 3 people and my mom. Of course, there's a few other people, but 3 people that aren't really my family. My brother's my family, but he's also my homie. So 3 people in my life.
Yelling at you in the
Calista,
background.
Six Figs, and my brother. There's 3 people in this life that I would consider ride or dies, right? So, and that's out of all the people. I love people. Dude, I love you. There's so many people in the world that I love, but to let them in that close, it takes that special kind of thing. You got to prove yourself. So what has Calissa done to prove herself? Anytime I'm down, if I have a problem, she's there for me. She's not just like, what can you do for me, right? So in my life, when I created a crypto channel, Bitcoin Renegade, I was really good at crypto. Holy shit, I was good at it. Nobody else knew about it. I made a lot of people money. I bought Bitcoin at $7,000. What did Bitcoin go up to? 120? So if you followed my channel from the beginning, you bought Bitcoin at 7,000 and you went to 120,000. But it's people that I've met along the way. It's the Kyle Langums. It's the Mugsies. It's the Passion Planets that have made me, I don't give a fuck about money or YouTube or none of that shit if it doesn't come to meeting good people.
Amen.
So, no, and I mean that. Like, I like money. Of course, I need money to live. It's not going to make me make a YouTube video on Monday and Friday when I'm tired as fuck from work. When I'm tired and I don't want to make a video. I love it. I love having this conversation with Muggsy. Do I want to see what he's doing with World 8? Do I want to see what he's doing behind the scenes with Clown? Fuck yes, I do. That's what I live for, is that kind of shit. So Muggsy, keep doing what you're doing, man. Thank you for coming on the channel.
Yeah, we just did 2.5 hours, bro.
And I don't do that. I would cut you off at 40 minutes and kick you the fuck off my channel. Like, to be honest,
I've just been pecking away at my board over here, making sure that everything's being, it's great, man. I love doing this, bro. I love having conversations with you. I miss our times when Duty would come on. We did that Duty episode. Hey guys, what's going on, man? Like, probably one of the first times that and you talk about like people like talk about me or whatever, man. But I still feel like all of that is really underlooked on what I was doing. And I had a video with Jerry Banfield that I did, a cartoon Jerry. And and he's like, Duty and Fred are like getting ready to set off fireworks, but Jerry pops in. He's like, hey guys, can I help? And then he just blows himself up, and he shows up all covered in it's wonderful. It's got 24 likes.
Life. Speak life, my friend. So as long as you're bringing life to the community, so you could say it's immature, you could say whatever. I say you're bringing the coolest shit that's out there, and we need more of it, Muggsy. Never fucking
Thank you for having me on, Renegade, man. I love chatting with you. Maybe we could do this once a month or whatever. And I feel like you and I not only bonded more today, we actually had a good business meeting talking about things that maybe we can work on together that will excel, what you're trying to work on, and, pad my little pocketbook too. But I am 100% with you. I can pass you all the write-ups and everything you need to give these people with all the cost bases and everything you need. We'll talk in private about it so that you can honestly hand over to these people. This is all I need. I have everybody and everything at hand. This is all I need to make you. And
I know the people.
So, okay, we'll talk about it, man. You have a wonderful night, bro.
Muggs, we're gonna talk more because there's a very small community of a very big thing that's happening, and we need you on board. So I'm gonna try to get more IC people, but I'm gonna introduce you to Matt. So we're gonna talk. So we're gonna talk Saturday morning. Are you cool with that?
Yeah, I got Saturday morning free.
If not, we'll find a time. But Saturday morning. But we're gonna try to get you out to the event. We need more people like you. We're gonna start to build some cool shit. I'm gonna start doing like some acting shit at some contests or some contests, some events. And these people are gonna pay us because we do what we do at these events so well. You're such a very well-spoken person. We need you at these events, man.
Thanks, man. I would love to be able to do it. I honest to God, I love it. I know I talk about not wanting to be a front guy, you know, but I do. I do. I love talking to people. I love having conversations. I love hearing what people have to think. And then I love going into the back room.
So
I love
good.
going in the back room and saying, all right, now let's talk about your idea. And I want to show you like what can happen with that and where you need to start. I'm a great business designer. I design and do process and function really well, man. And it's just like all the years, and this is going to sound horrible, 83 different types of jobs I've had in my life just to learn different things, man. I've been from a blackjack dealer now to a blockchain dev. You know what I mean? Like a waiter to a solder technician for NASA. You know, like everything, bro. I've owned my own computer repair company and my own filming company, you know, like so if it's tech, it's just or if it's just business in general, they're just
It's talking to. So Muggsy, why I want you is it's all about talking to people. All these events are is about networking. I'm really good. So you're really good at talking to people. So am I. That's my gift. I'm good at talking to rich people, poor people. It doesn't matter. You could put me in the biggest $100 billion VIP
again.
meal, and I can connect with
Yeah.
everybody. So we're gonna bring you. You need to come to Vegas with us. I'm gonna talk to Six Figs and everybody, see if we can't get something worked out. We're gonna get because it can be for ICP, it can be for CKB, it can be for everything at
And
Bitcoin
I would love to
2026.
be just I'm not a maxi by any means, you know what I mean? Like
Me
and
neither.
I think people kind of assume that because I'm focused on building right now, you know, and I'm not. My portfolio is like that long, bro. Like, you know,
My portfolio is going to
Yeah.
be huge. This next bull run, guys. Oh, wait till you see. We're going to make $1 million this next bull run.
Right on.
Watch. No, I said that. I said that now because I'm confident. So ICP, I thought I was going to make 100K. Not going to happen. I'm going to make about 20K off ICP next bull run. I'm going to make about 80K off of Solana. I'm going to make 100K off of Ethereum, and I'm going to make about 200K off of Bitcoin. So that's what's going to happen. I'm gonna wait till Bitcoin goes to 60,000. I'm gonna buy a full Bitcoin, one
Won't
full
that feel
Bitcoin
good?
at
Won't
60K.
that feel good to buy a whole Bitcoin?
I had half a
Yeah.
Bitcoin.
I've
at
never
one
been
point.
a whole coiner. Like, you know, yeah. Some
Never.
people don't even
Nope.
know what that means,
Never.
like to be called a whole coiner. But yeah, man. Bitcoin's the only coin that you can be called a whole coiner with respect. You know, almost anybody can own a whole Ethereum. You know what I mean? But to own a whole Bitcoin, you know. Hey, thank you, man. I really appreciate that. I love your guys' support. You know, without you guys, like we wouldn't be here doing what we're doing now. You know, without anybody to talk to, how do we do anything we're doing? You know, without.
Thank you so much, everybody,
Thank you,
for being here
motivation.
thoneght. We had 11 people up until a minute ago. I'm gonna call
And
it
on
a night,
sign us
though.
out,
We've been on
Renegade.
here
How's
for
it go, bro?
almost 3 hours. All right, guys. That being said, goodbye and good ICP.
I love you guys, man.